guys? Welcome to Fantasy Effect live draft watch party. We're super excited here. Don't worry about that. Flip that, strike it, reverse it. Put my thing down, flip it, reverse it. Missy Elliott for you guys. Anyway,
let's go.
Yeah. Let's go draft night. We're excited. Holler, McSpanky's here. How's it going, guys?
It's going, dude. I'm stoked. This is like my favorite part of the NFL season, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
You know, most people think like, oh, it's when the games start, but like, I don't know. I always love the draft. It's always like ever since I was a kid, I enjoyed the draft for some weird reason. But
I remember back in the day when it was like one day,
like all one day.
Yeah,
Saturday morning.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that was insane.
Long.
That was insane. I'm sorry, just trying to get a little more comfortable so I can, watch the draft.
We're gonna be here for like 3 hours. You guys know that?
Yeah,
at least.
We're
gonna record after this too, like a little reaction thing. To the
you're gonna record all night long.
Like
who's
all right? Whatever.
Maybe we'll just be here all day.
Okay, I'm in.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna
call you
guys and wake you up to keep me awake while I drive tomorrow for work.
Perfect.
We'll be good though.
I was asking Ron before the show what his surprise of the draft would be, which it wasn't like a huge surprise, but it surprised me a little bit, Ron. So tell us what it was.
The Lions take a receiver in the first round.
They need to.
Yeah, they do indeed.
The wide receiver room really outside of JMO and Amon-Ra doesn't have much. I mean, we have Khalif and Tim Patrick, which they're nice to have on your team, but nobody's fearing those guys out on the field.
Yep.
I think there's like Antoine Green too, but he's like a practice squad guy, and Tom Kennedy, but we're not going to get into Tom Kennedy and his career on the practice squad hero. So I think they could draft one because I think JMO could be on his way out in Detroit.
Yeah.
So he performed last year, still had the knucklehead stuff going on. They pick up the 5th-year option, so they still get him, and he gets to play. I don't think he gets traded at the draft unless somebody decides that they want to move heaven and earth for him. I think he's available, but I think it's going to take a lot to get him right now because to replace him in the offense in the current window the Lions are looking at, that's tough to do, especially in a trade like that. And so I think what'll happen is if he performs this year and then doesn't, put a toe out of line at all, I think the Lions will actually pay JMO and keep him here. But if he puts that toe out of line one time, I think he's out the door after this year. I don't think it's because he's worn thin. I just think you can't rely on him because it's never anything he's a terrible person for doing that. It's dude, if you just pulled your head out of your butt, for 2 seconds and just thought about what you were about to do, this wouldn't happen and we'd be fine. But he can't do that. So I think they're kind of fed up with that. And also Tim Patrick's 30 years old. So I think we're kind of trying to fill that big bodied X thing. I've heard a couple mocks have Jaden Higgins at the back end of the first. And
dang.
Yeah.
That's a nice spot for him.
Brad has been known to do some crazy things.
Well, we did see Ricky Parasol go at the end.
Yeah.
So
what I was going to say is
it could happen.
People say from pick 20 to 100, you could put them in a hat and shake them up and they could wind up anywhere in that range. That's how closely graded out the class is. So honestly, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I think it makes the draft more interesting this way than having all the quarterbacks at the top. Everybody's kind of complaining about not having quarterbacks, but this kind of makes it more fun landing spot wise. It gets a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I was watching the Debbie Royales. They did a NFL mock draft yesterday night, and yeah, it was they were who was it? I think it was Christian was saying that outside of the top couple people, the first I think Hunter's gonna go to the Browns, but even that's up in the air still. But outside of that, anybody they can take anybody and we won't be super surprised. You know what I mean? There's these not the top end guys. So hello.
Hello.
Right, Spanky. So I think right what you're saying, Ron, is I think there's a lot of very good players. I just, this year don't think there's
Why can't they hear me?
any of like the top end.
You're
Like,
probably talking about
I
important
know
stuff.
this guy is really good, and then there's a drop off after that. You know what I mean? So I think
There's
my
realistically, there's probably only like a handful of like actual like blue chip players, right? And I think that's kind of what you're getting at, right? Like
Yeah.
Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and Ashton Genty. If you just take out positional value, are probably the three like best players in the draft. And then after that, like there's a lot of like really good players. I don't know if they're like blue chip, like you think they should necessarily go 1-on-1. And so because of that, right? There's a pretty like there's not a lot of like drop off either though. Like, there's a lot of just like really good players. Like I don't think there's a ton of difference between like pick 10 and pick like 50 in terms of talent, right? So because of that, right? Like mocks are hard. Like if you look at teams, like some of the teams, you're like, man, I feel like they should have like this guy. I can't believe they slid out of the first round. And other times, you're like, man, does that guy really need to be in the first round? But it's like, yeah, like the talent's about the same, right? It's just we'll just have to see what happens. But
100%, I was just talking to my stepdad earlier today, just telling him how like this should be a really fun first round. Like there's going to be not necessarily like a super surprise thing, but it's like, oh, I didn't really think he was going to go in the first, and then he ended up going in the first. So like, and then or guys are going to fall, and you're like, oh, I thought he was going to go earlier, but really, I think, like you said, 10 to 50, like put them in a hat, and I think I'm okay with people with where they go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be the Wild West. I'm excited.
Definitely. I am very excited.
Is anybody, any of you two actually watching it? Like, do you guys have it on? Like,
I have it on
screen. Okay.
I don't have.
I don't have anything.
I was actually just.
I'm just like,
pull that up.
What should I follow on Twitter so I can at least?
So
see?
I'm just doing off of TV, and I'm hoping mine's. I stream it. I don't actually have like cable boxes or anything, so I'm hoping mine is not early. But I was thinking we should wait a little bit before so we don't spoil it for anybody.
Try not to blurt out and
so we'll see
a
how
lot
it
of times
goes.
You can find out on Twitter before the pick goes live.
Yeah,
on TV too.
That's what happened. I know this what happened last year.
Yeah. But I always enjoy watching the guys too on TV. So, Ron, you think the Lions go wide receivers? Holler, what about your Rams, man?
Yeah, so, man, I've seen so much, like, with the mocks, so many different things. Like, I think it'd be really cool. I know you don't like Luther Burden, but I think him being a wide receiver 3 on a team would be solid. But really, I think at the end of the day, they're going to go either like Maxwell Hairston or, I think a corner or maybe a linebacker. So that's kind of where I think they'll go. Like their defense, their front is so good. I think they also need an offensive lineman. So I think if they go offensive lineman, offensive lineman or
what happened?
All right. So hold on.
Offensive lineman or, linebacker or whatever, I'm happy with it. I don't think they're going to do any surprise with like good a running back or a quarterback. So
let me explain. I agree, Holler. And we can get back to football in a second. I just got to explain this real quick. So
we can get back to football in a second.
My daughter is in kindergarten, and I was chaperoning her field trip today. And I was outside, and when I left this morning, it was overcast. It was supposed to be kind of rainy and really cloudy all day. We get there. It was sunny as hell. And I didn't bring sunscreen, and I didn't really think anything of it. The UVs were hitting hard on
that's what happens when it's like overcast. Then the UVs are absolutely terrible.
So I am sunburnt to the max, but I'm fighting through it, man. I did cake on some aloe vera before I came down here, and it has immediately just soaked into my skin, and it's just as dry as it was before. So, yeah, good times. Good times. Think it was sweet of you to point that out, though, Kevin. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you think at some point during the show, like it'll get so dry that it just like you can
starts
feel
peeling like mid?
Yeah, you can feel everything start moving in your face.
Probably. Yeah,
We'll have a
imagine
Spanky
that'll
sunburn watch throughout the show. We'll just keep checking.
Yeah.
Sunburn watch. I love it.
I plan on
Last
getting
year-
some Pokemon in between some picks.
So last year I was
Nice.
watching it on the ESPN draft tracker, which I felt like was pretty good. Like it didn't
Mhm.
give out any spoilers. So we'll see what happens. Do we think anything is a surprise here, or it's pretty chalk?
The
For
first
Tennessee,
3 are chalk.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
Tennessee is pretty
Yeah.
much Cam Ward. I think Hunter, and then honestly, I think the first 4 realistically are fairly anticipated. With Cam Ward at 1, and then let's say Travis Hunter goes 2 to Cleveland, and then Abdul Carter 3 to the Giants, and then Will Campbell 4 to the Patriots. I think at 5 is where things are going to get a little dicey, right? They could do a lot of things. I don't know if they're gonna sunscreen.
Kevin's such a nice guy. I love it.
I don't know if Jacksonville's gonna trade with Chicago. For Chicago to come up and get Genty. I don't think Jacksonville is gonna take Genty themselves. I think they have other things they want to do.
Yeah,
I think they're blowing smoke.
I think so too. I think they were blowing smoke and trying to figure something out.
Yeah,
trying
when
to
you
get
have
the
Tank
Bears
Bigsby,
done.
why would you?
Wow.
So,
That's
so if obviously it's still but once Cam Ward is picked, does he move at all for you in your I guess actually where are you going to settle him at? I think I have it mine in my brain, but I was wondering what you think.
I mean, pretty much the whole time I've been anticipating him going 101 overall to Tennessee.
Same.
So I kind of have that already baked in. I think he's going to end up kind of in that 107 range. For me, I think it's going to depend a little bit, but like I think Genty, the 2 tight ends with Tyler Warren, Colson Loveland. I think some of the other running backs, Marion Hampton, Travion Henderson, and then Tet. I think I feel comfortable taking all of them ahead of Cam Ward. Here's the thing with Ward, right? Like, I appreciate that he kind of was a 0-star recruit, right? He went to Incarnate Word, he went to Washington State, and then he went to Miami, and he kind of just balled out everywhere he went and kind of progressed to a point where he did really awesome, and he's gotten to this point. Like, I appreciate that. I don't know what his fantasy ceiling is realistically, right? Like, he's not like he's athletic enough to run and kind of escape pressure, but I don't think he's not like a runner like a Jaden Daniels or like a Lamar Jackson where it's going to make a fantasy difference. So he's kind of in that same vein as like a Michael Penix in that it's not that they can't run, it's just that they don't. And they're going to have to be so efficient throwing the ball that they make up all those passing yards and passing touchdowns to be fantasy relevant. And I don't know if Tennessee has the necessary talent around them, right, to do that, right? Like, I know Brian Callahan's there. He worked with Joe Burrow as a rookie. But kind of grew.
Come on,
it's different, right? There's no Jamar Chase or T. Higgins walking through that door, right?
Like, well, I mean, also, like, I know Joe Burrow wasn't this like great quarterback coming out, right? But still, I don't know. Maybe I just have too much hate for Cam Ward, and I just probably started that from the beginning, and I hate them all, right? And so, I think you've talked about it earlier, like, Jackson Dart, to me, I think is the guy that could be the best quarterback out of this class. I don't know if it's going to happen because for me, he needs to land on a good team and then learn more, right? I can appreciate, though, Cam Ward's gotten better every year, right? But I don't know. I saw too many, like, last year when I was watching games, like too many, like, I don't know if that's going to translate very well in the NFL. So we'll see. I just worry about he's stepping into a situation where he's going to kind of have to play some hero ball, and I don't think that's going to be good for him, right?
Yeah, and Tennessee in the chat they pointed out Tennessee's, they signed Tyler Lockett. That's just like the graveyard for wide receivers, man. Like, it seems like every wide receiver at the twilight of their career, they go to Tennessee just to like sunset for a year. Like, and it's like I've been like a ton of guys too, right? It was it was Hopkins, it was Randy Moss was there, Andre Johnson. What's going on, Holler?
We are
Cam Ward. There it is.
Getting the first pick. I was going to say pick is in.
Nice.
My bad.
And I'm gonna have to stay off of our Discord here because things are being thrown in here.
Oh.
All right. So since it's been said here, let me pull it up first before this is. I think Jay Hart might be just pulling our leg.
Oh.
What's that? Oh, what?
Oh, I know what the joke is here.
Oh.
The Jaguars are on the clock.
Oh,
What the hell?
The Browns are trading the number 2 overall pick,
Whoa,
a 4th
okay.
round pick, and a 6th round pick to the Jaguars.
Okay.
Are trading number 5 pick, a 2nd pick, a 4th round pick, and
let's go. We're getting some good action
to the
early.
Browns.
Let's go.
Wow. Is it for Travis Hunter?
It has to be. Yeah, it has to be.
I think so.
But so I'm going to stand on this, but I don't think that
People
makes any
like the
difference.
foot with Abdul Carter has kind of been like, sounds like it's like getting more and more concerning, and maybe that's like prospect fatigue stuff. And I know he's a defensive player, but that could be.
Did we
why
see
he's
the
dropping a little
official trade yet?
Mm-mm.
I just what I read on ESPN. That's all. That's from Schefter.
Shafty.
Good old Shefty. Oh, I have a trade. Really some guy wants my 26 second for Aaron Jones.
If your team's even remotely competitive, I would just keep him.
Yeah. And then
no, wants my 26 second. I would get Aaron Jones.
Oh, you'd get Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd probably do that.
Are you competing?
Well,
I
think I was like a first round exit last year. Yeah, okay. 107.
Yeah, I keep the second 26. So. You can always pick up Aaron Jones in the middle of the season or something.
I was thinking about looking for.
So, do we have any feelings one way or the other? So, I'm pretty sure Travis Hunter's going to the Jaguars. I think he's playing defense. Although they do need wide receivers.
See what they say. They need a wide receiver.
Yeah, let's see what they announce him as. This is surprising because I thought Cleveland was pretty sold on Travis Hunter. So I'm interested to see what happens here.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Browns are trading the number 2 overall pick, a 4th round pick, and a 6th round pick to the Jags. And the Jaguars get the Browns get the 5th overall pick, a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, and the 2026 first round pick. Holy hell. That was a haul.
Yeah.
To move up 3 spots?
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Man, oh man. Leave it to the Browns and Jaguars.
We might need to check in on Stranded to make sure he's doing okay.
We'll see here. He's in our Discord chat over here. That's a nice little plug there. We have a free Discord, right? If anybody that's not in our Discord that's on right now, join us. Join up.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I got to run to the bathroom.
Excited.
Whoa.
Good luck, my guy. What happened?
Dynasty Daddy isn't free anymore.
Well, that's a little sad. That's okay.
That's okay. You know what? I met the guy. He was very nice.
He was a very nice gentleman. He said he listened to our show.
So I think I'm gonna go and I'll pay. I'll have to see the pricing and everything, but I think I can do it.
Well, since we're talking about it, we have a similar tool available via our Patreon that you can do. It's in the Google Sheets, and it syncs to your leagues, and it tracks every league tracks to your specific league settings in Sleeper. So I won't plug it too much, but it's pretty cool. There's actually an update coming tomorrow to everyone who currently is on it, and it will update for your rookie drafts, and it will show you kind of a live update of the draft boards. So that's something to look forward to. It's quite fun. I'm so curious.
I'm just kind of trying to go back to the trade. That's a haul indeed. What Gordon said, like, goodness gracious,
that was a lot.
So like
an extra first round pick next year, and I mean, the Jaguars are probably not a playoff team, right? Like, am I crazy in saying that, right? Like, that's probably like in the teens pick. No, in the 36th overall this year. And to me, this screams to the Browns are going to take someone at 5, and then they're going to use some of their extra seconds to move back up into the back of the first round to get one of the quarterbacks that fall, whether it's Jackson Dart or Sanders, whoever they want, right? But you can't tell me they're going to go into the season with friggin'
I agree.
Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco as their 2 quarterbacks, right?
Like,
I think that's spot on there to get some extra capital to move back in. I've heard like the Steelers may not be, like, they may be one to possibly move back. Obviously, in my opinion, the Rams can move back and get more capital, just because it's a deep class. In my opinion, I think they're kind of missing out a little bit with not having a second. They do have 2/3, but man.
This is crazy.
Yeah, Greg, that's spot on. I think the Jags do think they're a playoff team, right? I think they're like, oh, we're not necessarily one player away, but like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think they have a lot of holes.
I guess in their division, though, I mean, like, you play Indianapolis, you play the Texans. Like, the Texans' defense is scary. The offense, has to come back around, and the Titans, like, that's a pretty winnable division, really. And all you have to do is win your division to get in.
Yep, agreed.
I think we're giving too much credit to Liam Cohen and the Jaguars. I also don't think their roster, dude, they went. I mean, they had a 5th overall pick. Like, it's hard to say they're going to all of a sudden magically just be in the first round or in the playoffs. You know what I mean? After being a top 5 pick.
Greg, I like that call out there. I mean, I agree. I think he's going to play both ways, but I just still wonder what that's going to do for fantasy,
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And we're not even going to know until like week 1.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I think we'll have some rumblings, right, of what's going on, like in training camp too, right? Like if he's logistically, if he's playing all sides, like they're going to report on it, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest stories, probably more than like we want to hear about, I would assume. Did they announce the pick yet, or is it still?
No, still. It's in, but they have not announced it yet.
Okay, I just saw it come through on Twitter. We can give it a second.
I was trying to stream it so I can watch their little highlight packages they put together.
Yeah, right? Those are great.
Nope, I'm not going to get any of that today.
It's okay.
Here we go.
What ifs? Oh, and it is. Oh, sorry. I'm ruining it.
No, we're good. I'm ready to rock. Yeah. I think it's out there. So Browns can move back again to 10. Yeah, they could, Gordon. I agree with that. That would be I think that'd be smart. They have a lot of things they need to do,
They're pulling a real life draft day.
Okay.
Move up and down.
Wouldn't that be crazy if the Browns went crazy?
I think it's pretty expected. Isn't it?
Would.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
who goes here? Does Carter go here?
I think so. Unless they're taking their boy Jackson Dart. They seem to like him.
So there's been a tweet by I wish we could share it, but we could. Adam Schefter tweeted out that Jaguars are expected to play their first round draft pick on offense and defense. Like, of course, they're going to say that.
Thank you so much.
I think there's the reason why they're going to say that is, one, they need to, kind of, I don't know, like, oh, the price that we paid for is like,
I mean, Here's the thing, like
he's
if
but
he, all right.
but yeah, I mean he's a really really good player. So
let's just say for argument's sake, he plays wide receiver and corner like he did at Colorado. Where do you feel comfortable knowing that he's going to play that many snaps at wide receiver, taking him? Because that kind of changes things for me.
100%. So we can. All right. So I forgot. I never said where I would put Cam Ward. So for me, Cam Ward, I wouldn't touch him at all. But if I had a gun to my head, I would take him at 107, and that's where he's gonna start. That's where he's gonna land for me. Tier 3.
Okay.
Now Hunter, I think I can move Hunter comfortably. I would take him I think I'm gonna go a little crazy now. So, but I'll take him in 6th.
Right now,
at 106, I feel comfortable.
And then Ward, out of players that have officially been drafted, I'm taking Hunter and then Ward. Right?
So I'm kind of working on this as a weird way, but yeah, he's gonna be. I'm gonna probably have tier 1, Ashton Jeanty tier 1 by himself.
Yeah,
and then I'll have probably 3 or 4 players, so 102 to 106, because I would feel. Although I think 102 to 105 more, because if I put Hunter at 6. And that's the closest I'll feel comfortable. He'll probably be the top of my tier 6.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see for me, right? Jeanty's going to end up by himself pretty much wherever he goes. And right now, I'm practically giddy because I think he's going to go to Vegas at 6. But let's just say maybe Tech goes somewhere that isn't super appealing. I think maybe Travion drops out of the first round. I think Hunter could end up getting to a point where, depending on where the tight ends go, he could get up into the 10. God, dude, I don't know, the top 5.
Yeah, I agree with Greg here. He
could.
I think a lot of people feel oh, that's a really juicy spot. They're gonna come out and say they're gonna use him on both sides of the ball, and people are okay, I'm not worried about it. Which,
I'm not worried about it.
Thinking about it in my head, he's such a good player that
he's fantastic.
I think it's warranted. You know what I mean?
He'd be wide receiver 1 if he only played wide receiver.
Oh yeah, dude. So I mean,
in the class,
I put together, analytic scores for guys. He was by far the best wide receiver analytically in the class. The only reason I had him knocked was because I didn't know where he was going to play. Some other guys who scored around him in the same analytics thing, Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle are probably the closest ones I have to him in terms of just pure scoring. So yeah, pretty good company because those guys were great prospects coming out of college.
Yeah, they were.
Some of their NFL production's been a little hit or miss, especially with Jalen Waddle, but I mean,
that's been injury related. When he's
some
on
of that's
the field,
on Tua.
He's good.
Yeah, it's been injuries to himself and Tua. For the most part, right?
Spanky, can you share your draft or your rankings with the people watching?
Do you want it on the screen?
Yeah. So we can see what we're doing here. You can look at mine, but yours has all the fancy things in there.
Yeah, hold on. We figure out how to do this.
I'm still taking Travis Hunter in the back of the first, the early second.
That's
the spot that I'm still taking him.
No, I mean,
just because I know there's more to come still, and
totally.
I need to fix the overlay. Hold on. Give me a minute. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is what it looks like. So this is what I was talking about. So over here, this prospect Fez
Abdul Carter
CFX score. Okay, that's a good pick. I like that. Okay, so now New England's on the board or on the clock.
Yep.
Yes.
Just to walk you through kind of how these rankings look, and these are available to all of our patrons. We're showing them off live for draft night, but Basically, there's a prospect score here. The coloring is here. There's also this a draft bucket, so wide receivers you can kind of see like the tier S. If you're familiar with gaming, there's kind of a key here, but basically as the color goes from green to red is good to bad. You can see why I'm lower on Cam Ward, right? He had a below average score on his Fez, and then it went up to green because of the draft capital, right? Generally speaking, how I look at players is I like to, if they're green, as a prospect, and then with a draft capital, that's really where you're like, okay, I feel really good about this player. When they are kind of like in the orange to red and then to green, because it basically is a symbol that they got overdrafted and they're not necessarily the best player. That's where Cam Ward falls into place here. So as more offensive players get drafted, I'm going to update this live as we go. But that's where we're at right now, right? So I'll take Travis Hunter and then Cam Ward because there's only been 2 offensive players drafted. But that's where we're at.
Yep. I was working on mine too. I just popped Genty at 1-1. Obviously, nothing's going to change that for me.
Popped him. I'm just looking at other people's mock drafts now. Now we get interesting, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I think a lot of people were kind of expecting the Jaguars to stay at 5 or to trade back. Having them go up I don't think anyone projected them going up, so I don't think anyone's mock draft is going to look right. The player is going to look right because I think
just not the team.
Travis Hunter, but just not the team.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about the Bears trading up to the Jaguars pick for Genty.
Yeah, so I don't think that's going to happen now.
Probably
not. Talk about a
smoke
screen, dude, saying the Jaguars are going to take Genty and then they trade up for Travis Hunter.
Right.
Fantastic.
The whole time we've been working for Hunter.
That's funny.
Oh, I'd be excited with that pick. I mean, not excited about the trade up, but be excited to have Travis Hunter. That's a fun thing to have.
It's a reason to watch games.
I think the Giants got the best player in the draft.
Abdul Carter.
So, yeah.
I think him and Hunter are definitely the top 2. I think you could talk me into either one, right?
I think it's Hunter. I don't think there's anything like that guy.
I mean, he won the Heisman. But Abdul Carter, man, so here's the thing with Abdul Carter. He only played edge rusher 1 year. He was a linebacker up until this year. And so
right.
I don't think the best of him is even we've even seen him yet.
That's where my head's at.
I mean,
sure.
Watching him in the playoffs, like he single-handedly destroyed Boise State's offensive line. And then that Notre Dame game, I mean, he was on one bum shoulder, and I mean, he had to line up on one side because his one shoulder just didn't work because it was out of socket, basically. Dude, he was destroying people. And like Notre Dame generally has a pretty good offensive line. They put guys into the NFL pretty consistently, and he was just having their way with them. He's going to be kind of scary on that defensive line for the Giants, man. Like that's kind of going back to their roots a little bit of like when they won the Super Bowl with Justin Tuck and some of those guys on the D line. That's going to be exciting. They have Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence. That defensive line is going to be, I mean,
Kayvon Thibodeau.
That's nothing to joke about. Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau, who hasn't done awesome. But I mean, if he's all of a sudden now your third pass rusher, like, yes, please. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if their offense is going to do anything, but the defensive line's going to look good.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. They've been in the top 10 of NFL draft for how many years straight now?
Yeah, a lot.
But like
always wrong, man. I don't know. I think there's something a little bit to the injury stuff. And yeah, he did swap over to, playing DN this year more so than linebacker. like he was, but that kind of makes him a tweener that he can do that. And unless you are Micah Parsons, like, can you really do that? You know, like I know he wears the 11 and he does it in college and stuff, but we'll see.
So there was I can't remember who said it. But I think that, do you guys think this increases the price of Trevor Lawrence? Or do you think it's that'll be I have two questions about it, but we'll start with that one.
I wouldn't. I don't really think anything differently of Trevor Lawrence as I did before. I think he still has problems. He's had good receivers to throw to before. He still has just accuracy issues, just like functioning within an offense. I know there's like he's had some incompetent offensive coordinators, but like at a certain point too, it's like, yeah, are you the problem? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I think this is how I answered it the other day when I was in the Discord, but I think any offensive weapon that was coming there, Travis Hunter, Ashton Jeanty, whatever, right? So Hunter's there now. But I just don't think – I think the stench is still there, like you were just talking about. I think he's got maybe bigger issues. And so I don't think today that changes his price at all, right? I think maybe if he comes back and there's some smoke out of, camp or whatever, then maybe that will go up a little bit there. But I think people need to see it before they will start to pay more for him.
Yeah.
I think had a full-time receiver like Tet gone there or Egbuka gone there, something like that, I think people might have been able to get a little bit more behind pumping up Trevor some more. But with not knowing what Hunter's truly going to be, like how much could that possibly help him?
Yep, 100% agree.
That's fair.
The pick is in for the Patriots. I'm just going to be chugging water all night.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get up to pee about 16 times, I bet. Like an old man.
I haven't.
Yeah. I like that. I like the spot there. That's good for Hunter.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing exciting for us. So back to that Aaron Jones trade. I was thinking about trying to so this guy's blowing his team up. I was thinking about trying to swap in just a young nothing burger to see if maybe that would do it. Is how far is the hate for Jonathan Brooks?
Pretty far.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to even play next year.
Right, but this guy is not trying to. This guy is like he's not trying to compete.
So why are you against sending your second for Aaron Jones right now? Well,
because
maybe
I don't know that I'm even going to make the playout. Like I'm cautious, and with the way this guy's building, like I think I could do it with a young player, as opposed to, and I can keep my second.
I got a good question in the chat. Hold on, Ron. We'll go back to your Aaron Jones rumblings in a minute.
Water.
What would you guys give on top of Breece for the 101? So Breece Hall +1 equals the 101.
Will Campbell to the Patriots.
Yep.
Yeah, we all kind of knew that one, and thank God for Drake May. Please keep that man off his back. Will Campbell. The interesting thing is, like, they're going to play him at tackle, or they're going to play him at guard. I think it's been well stated that he's got like basically anything under 34-inch arms is pretty short for NFL tackles.
He's
got under 33-inch arms, so I don't know. We'll see.
I saw some really funny memes on X today. Yeah. But I think he's good. I think he's really good, and it's good for the Patriots need a lot of help as well.
So going back to the Breece Hall thing, I actually love that. But going back to the Breece Hall thing, man, where do you guys have Breece Hall? First of all, let's establish that before we want to move up to the, because I saw there's still like been some crazy trades because people think that he's basically on the trade block, that he might not be in the Jets for much longer, might get traded away. I still value him pretty highly. I have him in that 102 to 106 tier for me right now with my rookies. So I think if you're moving up to 101, I wouldn't need anything significant to get up to it. I would say, well, go ahead.
I still have Brees as my running back 6. So, I think, but yeah, so I think I'm a little bit higher, so I probably would want a little bit more than, but I don't think you really need like too significant, right?
201 so I think is not enough for me, just because Ashton Jeanty he's
an idea. We haven't seen it
already. And
I think you need
like a generational talent that we think, right? So I think you're going to need, if you're going to do a pick, I think it's got to be a late first. I think it's got to be like a 109, 110. Like I'm just thinking if I had the 101, I've probably talked myself into Ashton Jeanty quite a bit, right? I would need, I would basically need an overpay. Like realistically, is a 201 enough? Probably, but like
should be 205 is probably what you could get.
Wait, what?
205?
Yeah,
I think you can get more than that.
Think so?
Yeah. I think
I would. Here's the thing: send the 201 because, like, if you are the Brees manager, right, and you send the 201, like, I don't mind that at all. See what they say. Make them say no, I guess.
Yeah,
I think that's fine value wise. I don't know.
All right,
the 101
here we go, Spanky. We're gonna hear who they pick now.
Oh,
it's gonna be Jeanty.
One more closer to Jeanty for the Raiders.
Oh,
I think the Browns did it.
They did it.
I think the Browns are doing it.
I don't think
they did it, and I'm very excited.
They didn't?
Oh, come on. We're either gonna have a freaking meltdown over here if the Raiders don't take Jeanty, or we're gonna have a really good time. So let's see.
Pete Carroll, draft clue number 1. I'm scrolling X. Draft clue number 3. So fresh, so clean.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Okay, so the Browns took Mason Graham, the defensive tackle, out of Michigan.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with what the Browns got. Like that's a lot.
That was a haul.
Yeah, good for them. And then Mason Graham is a very good player.
Oh, here's the thing: we've seen the Browns do this before and trade back and get a haul. It doesn't matter if you don't draft good players. And
that's true.
Right. I think Mason Graham's going to be good, but there was also talk that he was going to fall out of the top 10 just like earlier this week.
I was just going to say, but I think
he had some weird stuff with like his playing weight, and then he's coming in underweight, and then he still didn't test. There was like all kinds of weird shenanigans going on with him behind the scenes. But
yeah, I think he's still a really good player.
Was that, or is that the other D tackle from Michigan that has all that stuff?
No, so Kenneth Grant has some issues too, but this was Mason Graham was the one that he had. They both were basically came in underweight and small.
I knew that one of them had some stuff going on. But yeah, here it is.
Cut you off. What were you gonna say?
All right, we are almost there.
Is Spanky, are you frozen?
No,
yeah, he is.
I'm not frozen.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I
think he's moving.
I thought, I was moving.
I'm waiting.
Oh
my God, did they do it?
Patient.
Oh my God, I think they did it, guys.
Is it Jeanty?
Oh, F yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Finally. Okay, this offense is going to be lit. Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, Geno Smith. But we're going to focus on Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers.
That's awesome.
Man, oh man.
Oh, baby.
This is Sear McCormick dream is dead.
Yeah. To be fair, that one's been dead for a minute.
Yeah, I know, but
oh man. I'm very excited by that pick.
I would be too.
He is so going to our on our Fez score there. The only one who scored higher than he has is Bijan Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good company.
Yeah.
To be in.
Yeah, I think so.
So he's gonna go up to the top for me.
Man, I feel like more of the excitement for, figuring out our rookie drafts is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, I think later in the first, we'll get where some of the receivers go. Maybe some of the running backs, right? But yeah, I think some of these were pretty expected. Maybe not the Jaguars, Travis Hunter, but just Travis Hunter in general.
Mm-hmm.
Genty, I think we knew was going to go top 10. Cam Ward, I think we knew was going to Tennessee for a long time. So,
yep.
All right.
I saw a nice tweet. The projected Titans offense. You guys ready for this?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cam Ward, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Van Jefferson, Treylon Burks, and Chig Okonkwo. Let's go.
Retirement homes all over America are shaking.
That sounds horrible when you put it together in a line like that.
So bad.
Yeah.
All right. So
the Jets are on the clock now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now this is the Tyler Warren spot.
Yeah. So let's see here.
This is kind of exciting for sure. Especially with all the new regime and everything. No idea.
Yeah. If not, Tyler Warren is going to be a Brown, I think.
I could see that. You think so?
Yeah. So
they have Njoku.
I think so. Sorry. Did I say the Browns? I meant the Bears.
You did. Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Bears.
I think the Jets realistically here could go Tyler Warren or one of the tackles, whether it's Kelvin Banks or Armand Mimbo from Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need help on the line. They also need. I think their tight end one right now is Jeremy Ruckert. So that's obviously a need for an upgrade.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm curious to see. They could go a number of different ways here.
But the tight end class is so deep too that you don't have to take these guys, this early. And I know everybody loves Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland, but a couple of the people I've been listening to this past week have not poo-pooed on them, but said if they were in a different class, they might not be going as highly as they are going this year.
Yep. I think that's.
But, you can make an argument probably about every single flipping player in every single class.
They say that all the time, right? It's if they were in a different class, they would be, whatever, right? But they're in the class they're in. So,
right.
And you're still spending the 7th overall pick on a tight end or you're not, right? So,
right.
Regardless of who else is on the board, you're either spending the time on the pick or you're not, right? So, we've had this conversation a lot about whether draft capital matters based on the strength of the class. I think you spend the pick or you don't, and I don't really care.
The draft capital is still the draft capital. You still had to take him there, no matter how
exactly
weak the class was. He's that's still that draft slot. That doesn't change for me. But I think classes can be stronger and weaker.
Sure.
Agreed. No. Yeah. I don't know. I think also with that clump of tight ends after, like any of them could be good. So like
right.
I'd feel more comfortable,
Do you wait and do it later, and you just
exactly.
you take something more sure and shore up your offensive line?
Yeah, but I'm, we're not GMs. So
Fields is athletic, but I mean, Rodgers was running for his life every single play. I don't know Rodgers isn't athletic anymore, so it's
Rodgers is also like
he's running for his
40
life.
years old, coming off an Achilles injury. So
yeah,
sure, that does not help your offensive line.
No, it does not.
Wes coming in with the hard hitting reminders.
Very hard hitting. Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Sweet.
I'll keep you updated. Don't worry.
How's the sunburn?
It's not great.
Not great.
Not great. It's like that. What is that movie, The Benchwarmers or whatever? They're like, "Oh, how are you in the sun doing?" Not great. Not a fan.
All right. So obviously we're not going to be able to know more, but in our league that we draft before, I think that the Travis Hunter guy is probably feeling comfortable.
Yeah, where did he take Hunter?
Where did he go?
Early in the first, 106?
Hunter went 110.
110. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So with me, I moving him up a bit, I think, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
I'm
playing on him at my 113 pick, man.
Okay, looks like the Jets took Armand Mimbaugh out of Missouri, offensive tackle.
Oof.
I like that.
Nailed it.
He's a good. Honestly, he was my second choice. If JT was gone,
yeah,
he's the one I wanted at tackle. He's a really good tackle. He's a pure right tackle. I think he's probably one of the best pure tackles in the class. It's not particularly strong. A lot of the tackles are probably better suited to play inside. Whereas I think Mimbaugh is probably one of the best pure tackles in the draft. So I think that's a good pick for the Jets. And I mean, it's not really surprising, right, that the Aaron Glenn coming from the Lions is trying to build with an offensive line, right?
Right.
You kind of saw the formula, right?
Yeah.
You get 5 Maulers up front, and you can make Jared Goff look great. So,
yep, let's go to work.
Who's to say Fields can't be good with a decent offensive line?
I think good is not the greatest word there, but we'll see.
Can he operate?
He's always been fantasy relevant.
I feel like he's worse when things are going good, though. Anytime he's not running. Yeah, anytime you see anything with Justin Fields, he's got to spin around in the pocket 3 times, stiff arm a guy, and huck one downfield. But if he's just got to run a play,
sure,
the ball sailing over the dude's head, it's man, he's almost got to be moving at 90 miles an hour for things to slow down for him.
I think some of it is he hasn't exactly had the best offensive minds around him.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what he looks like with competent coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point too, he's been in the league. This is his year 5. He is what he is, right? Right.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. That's who he is.
I do like Fields for fantasy though. I think he's.
Yeah.
I think he'll put up good.
Well, yeah, I think. Yeah.
I don't know how long he's gonna. I think he's here for a good time, not a long time.
Sure.
All right, who's on the clock? 8. Carolina, right? Okay.
Yep.
I feel like this is probably a defensive player. I think Carolina had one of the worst defenses in the league last year, so I would assume this is probably going defense.
Yeah. Early on, I saw some Tet on mocks, but I think they need so much that I think you can wait and get another wide receiver.
I think so too, and I don't know. This feels like too early for Tet.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, he seems to have slid down mock drafts. Not just our rookie stuff, the actual NFL mock drafts.
Greg saying 8 could get traded. I agree. I think this is a definite trade down category. That the real thing is that, like, is there anyone worth trading up for necessarily? Right. That's always the thing. Like, it feels like everyone always wants to move down, but there has to be someone willing to move up.
Right. Yeah.
Takes
2 to tango.
Bonjour.
Man, now this ESPN one's being slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ESPN one's useless. I turned it off.
You using the NFL.com one then?
Yeah, that's why I went to.
Okay. I'll go there too. Samesies.
Well, I'll go crash that one now.
Perfect.
I'm out if we're gonna speak French.
Sorry. There'll be no more French. Keep that to myself.
Armand Membou.
Good player.
ESPN had this fun little pick'em thing I was doing along with it, though.
Rem would like his Panthers to trade back, which I think that's good.
Yeah. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense, but I don't know, man.
Pick is in. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Jalen Walker.
I can see that. I think Jalen Walker. That's the one that's kind of been rumored. I think they need an edge rusher, right?
Totally. Yep.
I think he fits the bill. Oh, interesting. The Giants picked up the 5th-year option on Kayvon Thibodeau.
That means he's staying? He's not being traded.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah. So
yeah.
He was, rumored to be traded. But I think, they're going to, just build a really good defense.
I just saw a really fun rumor about who the Panthers are taking at 8, and I hope it's true.
Okay. Don't spoil it, please.
No spoilers, but
I don't know, who's got the latest TV? If you're watching it, Ron, are you watching it? He might have left. Are you not watching it, are you?
No.
Okay, so I think I'm the
scrolling. I'm scrolling on Twitter and vibing on NFL.com. It's a vibe, but it's a good
by
one.
Shal Tootin.
Let's go into
it.
Now that would be good times.
It's Travion Henderson. It's Omarion Hampton.
It's even better.
It's a quarterback.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, Greg. I didn't read the chat before I said it. All right. Yeah, I'm scrolling Twitter as well, but
I saw it. I've seen it from a couple of places now of saying who they took. I won't spoil it though. I'll wait for because I don't know if people are watching on TV. I don't want to ruin it for them, but
yeah,
I think this is going to be enjoyable for folks. And I'm curious to get your thoughts.
I see it. I think now. That's one. I'm just trying to get my sources. I saw
look for the source with the dog profile picture. That's and make sure it's not Adam Scheffler. I made that mistake earlier this week.
Oh, that's crazy. So Adam Schefter, minutes after drafting edge rusher Abdul Carter, Giants said his team is picking up Kayvon's 5th.
Like, I mean, they should.
we're gonna have a great defense.
you think? I mean, look at who you play twice in that division. It's the Eagles, and look at what they did to everyone this year with the defensive line, right? Like, I think it makes a ton of sense.
And then what's his name? Brian Burns, like he's good too. So Dexter Lawrence, like
yeah, dude, they got some ballers on that defensive line.
Yeah.
Oh baby, that bumped his score up nicely.
Oh, I can see if I'm right.
I didn't update it on the live one that I'm sharing though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a second.
Yeah, don't worry. I didn't.
I think I know. I just
Ron, are you
but I got removed.
The draft.
I'm watching the NFL live draft ticker.
Okay, that's what I have.
Staring at it, say pick is in.
So
I saw the pick on Twitter. It's a good one. I like it.
Where are you seeing? I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, you in particular are gonna like it.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's
true pick is in. I just had the trade come through, but the owner removed it. It was
so
I think good then. I don't know. I have Joe Burrow. I think no. I don't know. I can't tell.
Probably helped you too much, Holly.
Oh, so I was getting Joe Burrow in a second, and I would be trading Trevor Lawrence, Tyrone Tracy, and a 2025 first, which I don't know where that first was.
It almost doesn't matter, I don't think, right? I think I would have taken
unless it's the 101.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's why he pulled it because I would have taken that.
I hate
it's 106.
Oh yeah, that would have been a smash burger.
And you get a second.
I know.
So,
come on, tell me the pick.
I think I know.
I don't know how do you already have it on Twitter, Spanky? What are you following on Twitter that I already told you?
The NFL beat writers list is a good one. Oh, the NFL.com's Twitter account just posted it too. So I think that means it's safe to say. Or do you want me to wait a minute?
No, you say it. Are you doing 32 beat writers or NFL beat writers?
NFL beat writers.
Dang!
Mel Kiper's best available is Shedeur Sanders. He's a joke.
That's awesome.
I don't want to.
We're on Shedeur watch now.
It's Ben
Shedeur the Saints,
baby. I think the Saints like Jackson Dart though.
That's when it's going to get it. Well, I mean that's interesting now. Like Tet at 8 is interesting. That's crazy.
Tet at 8 is interesting, and I'm very happy.
Honestly, I feel comfortable having him as number 2.
I kind of do too. Right?
Yep.
Like, that's pretty good.
You gotta check that Twitter tag.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Because that thing hasn't posted since 2017 that I found.
Oh, well, maybe it's different.
Yes,
because this one's posting a lot.
What is the at?
It's a list.
What's their at?
It's a list. It's not an at. If you go to it, I mean, it's an at. It's a list. Here, I'll try to find a way for you to find
it. Make it Ron centric.
Make it Ron proof. Right, here, hold on.
Wait, is it at NFL_beat right?
I sent you a link to it in our DMs.
Sliding in.
Ooh. Oh, I'm always sliding into your guys' DMs. Okay, so Tet at 8 here. puts his score pretty high. Are you?
How many members are in it?
I don't know.
A lot. I'm
Enough.
following it. I was already
2.9,000.
I can't work Twitter, man.
I got you.
Can't work the X.
Mm-mm.
So I'm debating. I think I'm gonna put Ted at 2 ahead of Travis Hunter. How do you guys feel about that? I'm gonna put him in the same tier, but I think I'm gonna
at
do
this
it.
point, he's playing full-time receiver, so
That's the thing. Like,
Yep. I
man,
have
I
him
feel like
at
that's probably best case for Ted, right? That he went that high, top 10.
mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Earlier than I expected for Ted, yeah. And so him and the squirrel catcher dude, Xavier Legette, Adam Thielen. That's not a bad little offense for Bryce Young. I have a unhealthy amount of
Bryce Young,
and so
I have a good amount too.
this is probably best case scenario for me.
Mm.
Man, I like that here. That's a good spot.
Yeah, everybody had him like falling down draft boards, and nope. We gotta check. I'm gonna check in on Rem. How's he doing?
Less.
Rem, we need your thoughts. Yeah, he hasn't said yet.
I'm gonna ask him if he's good or if he's raging somewhere.
I feel like raging is I would be.
Why?
I don't think
when you can draft a receiver in the top 10 who doesn't watch film, you got to do it.
I just don't think he's good, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's good. I don't believe in the organization. That just like further cements that in my head. Like, yeah, don't.
This is by far the best wide receiver that Bryce Young's had to throw to, and honestly,
definitely,
quarterback that Ted's played with. That dude from Arizona, and I don't want to crap on him because I'm sure he's a good person and I'm sure he's trying his best.
Yeah,
dude was like absolute ass.
Yeah, it was not good
so bad
at all.
It was so hard to watch any Tet film because it was like, God, can we get him a real quarterback, please? Yeah. Well, okay.
Sorry.
Wow.
No, that's fair. You got me there.
The pick is in.
Saying, like, I don't know. It for me to get excited about Tet, I would have needed like a plus upgrade at quarterback for him. To have more. I'm just less likely to have Tet than I was before.
So would you take Travis Hunter over Tet?
No, I'm still gonna take Tet over Travis Hunter.
Okay. So we're still.
So I think
how I have them ranked right now, you're still good with that.
It's perfectly fine. I'm just saying, like, when it's all said and done, I'm probably gonna wind up with less Tet.
I got you.
Because of the landing spot, plus I already wasn't the biggest Tet fan anyway, so I wasn't planning on having much. So I'll probably have a little less now.
I think he does move up a little bit, though. People probably feel pretty good about draft capital, and then I think it's a fine
volume should be great.
The volume, yeah, exactly. The volume will be there, so I think people are going to feel comfortable taking him. Like he's going to be in my tier 2, so I would feel comfortable taking him anywhere from 102 to 106. It just it obviously what I'm talking about right now, so it will depend on.
I think it'd be 107 now that Hunter's moved in there.
Yeah, we'll see how because I think I got you. I think we'll wait and see on some tight ends and obviously some running backs, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think like if these running backs get some sweet landing spots, if Travion and Omarion both do fall into the first or the early second.
I don't think this is like a super crazy surprise here, but Kelvin Banks at 9. That's a bit earlier than I thought that would happen.
I think, I think
he's good.
The Saints need some offensive line help, so I like that for them. I'm not overly sold.
Krabs had him at 6.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, Krabs. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
I know there was some talk about whether or not Banks should be able to play tackle or guard. I think for the Saints, they need both, so it doesn't necessarily matter. I think he's probably going to be immediately one of your best 5. So I don't know. The Derek Carr thing's weird too. Like the GM basically the other day like shut down questions. He's like, I'm not going to talk about Derek Carr.
The pick is in for the Bears.
Oh boy.
Shoot. Already. They were running to the
podium. It's gonna be a surprise, like pick is in.
It's Tyler Warren.
I don't think it is.
No. Have you seen it?
Even better. Yes, I have. Oh, I like this.
Even better.
Yeah.
Loveland.
But, I will wait until.
So it's Loveland on
Twitter, but dude,
Omarion.
This is kind of nice. As a kind of a Bears hater, a little bit. This is nice. This might have me changing my mind.
Yeah, that's good.
Son of a.
Let's see.
Just tell me now. I don't know why I don't see those notifications. It's like you guys do. Oh, I see it now.
It's because you gotta want it.
I see it. Yeah.
They ran that pick in.
They did. He was there, and they said, "This is my guy."
Wow,
makes sense.
That is surprising.
Is it though?
It makes sense.
I mean, not super surprising. No.
Think about the other guy that he just left.
Laporta?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think Loveland's better than Laporta is.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, just offensively, schematically, what he did with Laporta.
Yeah, no, I think it makes sense. And I think I know some people talked about Bears taking an offensive lineman, but it's like they signed 3 free agent offensive linemen. Yeah. Like I think they were fine there. I think they wanted a chess piece.
Greg, the pick is Colston Loveland. And I'm reading
yes
on X that so Loveland is a true Y tight end and Komet's an X tight end. So that's really, really good.
I think there's a possibility of them playing together a lot. I gotta tell you guys, like, I know for the top 10 picks, like, this is a lot of good fantasy picks here. 5 out of the top 10 were all for fantasy picks.
Yeah, definitely.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I was pooping on it earlier.
Yeah, I know you were.
Pooping.
I don't know. It's just because we get like the Ashton Genty pick, and it's hard to get excited about him and Cam Ward and like where they go because we've known for so long. It's like we've got some offensive tackles going.
I'm gonna do that.
All I'm getting is like I just see a bunch of tweets about Kirby Joseph contract from like 2 days ago.
It's because your algorithm's messed up, man. It's all Detroit.
Yeah. It's only Lion stuff.
So I think I'm going to take Loveland over Hunter. What do you guys feel about that? But behind Tat.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now I have basically 1 through 1, 2, or 2 and 3 are still open. So I have like I put Tet at 4. And Loveland at 5 right now.
Okay.
So you're already expecting those running backs to come in. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
See, and that's
like
fine.
Running backs are going to get nice spots, and then all of a sudden he's out of 102, out of 102, or out of 103.
Yeah. So you know what? The one that actually falls back a little bit is unless he is going to be Tyler Warren. Like probably the earliest he'll go now is like 9 because Cam Ward, I have like kind of Cam Ward's at 8, and I don't think I can go lower than that with him being a 101, you know.
What if the Dolphins take Tyler Warren?
Not my Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, that would be rough. I have Loveland higher now.
Think about it though, man, with whichever McDaniel it is.
Shout out to shout out to Kevin at the Debbie Royale. He had Loveland, his tight end, won the whole time. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I heard is that like there was a bunch of teams that had Warren as their top tight end. There's a bunch of teams that had Loveland, so it's just really gonna like
where he landed
on at first, right? I think Warren could still go to Indianapolis at 14. I think that's another landmine. The Cowboys, I'm curious.
You're right back.
Matthew Golden. Yeah, you're good. The Cowboys, they might take Matthew Golden at 12. I think that's another, not for a tight end, but I think that's a wide receiver landing spot. Possibly a Marion Hampton. That feels a little early, but we'll see. San Francisco looks like the picks in for them. They're probably going to go offensive line or defense, I would assume. So it might not be super fantasy exciting, but man, I don't know. Do you? Mm-hmm. If Tyler Warren goes to the Colts at 14, where would you put him, Ron?
You
throw up?
Yeah, I would. I would physically vomit.
Good.
Good. Let the hate run through you. Like, I'm not gonna I don't know, because I like what Tyler Warren is. But like he feels kind of gimmicky a little bit.
What do you
mean? He's also like he just has gimmicky stuff he does that they do with him, and he can also do those things too. So sometimes
he's so good they needed.
Oh no, definitely, yeah, no, because he is useful and like you can use him all over the field, for sure. And like, but the thing with that is like I don't feel like he's like super great at one of those things. I feel like he's really good at all of them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But I think he's I think he's better than like he's above average at everything.
Yeah. Oh, for
I don't
sure,
think it's a
definitely.
thing where like he's just okay at things. I think he's like pretty good to great at like everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just like it's a Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson quarterback battle.
Well, that would be the real, pissing in your Cheerios.
Like whoever throws a 60% completion rate wins the job. Like,
well, then it's gonna be Daniel Jones,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be a high bar to win that.
Who do you guys think the Niners go here? I think defense.
I was saying, I think probably defensive line or offensive line.
Oh,
I think realistically they could use either.
I saw it already.
Did you?
I think it could be the
I know
Georgia.
Jalen Walker
could be Georgia.
Or the other one.
Yeah, the other one. Yeah, Michael.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, go ahead. You can.
No. Yeah, it's Michael.
Michael Williams. Okay, that's a good pick.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so let's say then the Cowboys are on the clock. Then this is when I think.
Oh,
yeah, I think they could get Matthew Golden. They could. Yeah. This is talk about like your It's Always Sunny. It's like wild card bitches. The Cowboys are just they're a wild card. So we'll see.
Burden. No, I'm just
Gray Zabel.
That would be interesting.
Did their center just retire, or has that already been a couple years?
That was Travis Frederick.
They lost somebody. They lost somebody else retired this year as well.
Zach
guard. Yeah, and they think Zabel will play guard and have like center flexibility. I want him to fall to the Lions, to be honest, because I would just.
I don't think he is. I don't think Zabel's making it past 18 at Seattle.
No, probably not.
Yo, question: Should I send back to that trade? Should I send that back?
Oh yeah. What was the trade? Remind me. It's been a minute.
So Trevor Lawrence, Tyrone Tracy, and 106 for Joe Burrow and 207. Should I? I think it was pulled because he probably thought, okay, that's too much. Should I
send it back without the 207?
Without 207, or should I add like a third for?
Add a. Instead of the 207, see if you get like a third or something. Because I think he probably pulled it because it was too much. Because I think Joe Burrow's the nice piece there.
Yeah, totally. So okay, so we're gonna go. 106. For some reason, he wants Tyrone Tracy. I have no problem sending that. And then,
so here's
there's 307. I'll try that. What was it? Sorry, it was Tracy 106 and Trevor Lawrence. He's hype on the. So people might be going out and buying some Lawrence. I'm selling.
Yeah.
If I get this done, we'll get it. I'll give it to everybody. But it's so any of our listeners here, I'm trying to make a trade here. Typical standard settings with it, but it's Joe Burrow and 307 would be coming to me, and I would be moving Tyrone Tracy, Trevor Lawrence, and the 106. And my team is exactly. I just missed the playoffs, but my team is pretty solid. So I feel pretty good about that trade if I can add Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
I have JJ McCarthy, Bryce Young, and Tua as my other quarterbacks. So I have four. I will have four. So we'll see if we can get it done. Hey, there's Shador. I'm watching the ESPN.
Uh-oh. What's he looking like? Is he all steaming?
I just looked to the left and I didn't see much.
He's got to be getting on that Aaron Rodgers watch soon. Oh no, they're gonna replace that part of the draft commercial where they show Aaron Rodgers like pouting, like every year in the little like preview, like right before the draft comes on. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes through, Greg.
Dang.
So some Twitter news is Tet became the pick when Mason Graham went at 5. Kevin is the man. Smash pick by Carolina. I think I'm with that's what you were saying. It's a good pick for Carolina and super good for Bryce. I think it's going to help him a lot.
Are you in a different chat, Holler?
No, why?
Oh. I don't know.
What did I do?
Don't worry about me.
Spanky's at a loss for words.
Ah, yes, Wes. Thank you. It's always my favorite to see Aaron Rodgers pout. I'm really happy Aaron Glenn made him fly all the way across the country. We can't hear you. He's talking. Muted. I can see his mouth.
I'm muted.
Moving. Oh,
nice.
He's working.
I've been talking on mute for like 5 minutes.
I was wondering.
Ron's
Jacob King,
get out of here.
Ron's a goof,
man.
I'm a goof. I've been the one talking on mute for 10 minutes.
Why is no one responding to me?
I know. I was like, I know, and I said it like 4 times, and I was like, thinking at a loss for words. I'm like, bitch, I've been talking for forever. What are we talking about?
Michael Williams, let's go.
Oh man.
Oh, this pick for the Cowboys makes a lot of sense. I'm curious to get Kevin's reaction on it.
What?
You see it already?
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about how they just had Zach Martin retire, who's one of the best guards.
Is it Zabel? Oh no, it's not.
It's not Zabel.
Okay, but it is that position.
But it is a offensive lineman, which is less exciting for fantasy, but I think it's a good pick.
That's good, yeah.
It's not fun to talk about for fantasy football, though.
It's not at all.
It's gonna help Javonte Williams a little bit.
I think that'll help Javonte Williams. That was exactly what I was just going to say. If they go with a 3rd or 4th round running back, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think who would be a nice compliment to Javonte Williams out of some of the running backs.
Like I said the other day, if they go 5th round, Damian Martinez, let's go.
actually like that. I think
Yeah, right?
Scatabo makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, Scatabo
he's
too.
he's a
That would
bruiser.
be juicy. That would be
Would be
really
juicy.
good. Best,
Devin Neal,
like,
I think, would be a really nice pick for the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
In day 3, like round 4.
I would love that.
Cowboys going to running back or Golden. Other. Full disclosure, I did cheat and I saw the pick already.
Yeah.
I did think they were going to go Matthew Golden, though. They were kind of a true wild card, I think. They could have went a lot of different ways.
Yeah, they could have. They really need a lot of help.
They do. That roster is surprisingly not good.
No, man. It's a mess.
For having made like the playoffs, like multiple. I know last year they didn't, obviously, but like years before, pretty consistently they were making the playoffs. And then all of a sudden to just be that far off the roster is really not in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean it is Dak and CD, and then on defense it's Micah. Like I can't name you another defender on that team.
Trayvon Diggs.
Man.
Diggs.
Thank you.
Or Trayvon.
They have pretty sure they have Maris Leofau, don't they, at linebacker?
I don't know.
I only know that because he played at Notre Dame.
Leofau.
All right. So this could be an interesting spot. They could move down if somebody's coming up at 13.
Miami.
13, Miami. Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to go defense. They need some help. They need some offensive line to keep Tua cognizant, coherent.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
Greg with the
Jalen Tolbert shares are safe for now. You wait till day 2. Jaden Higgins is a nice one. I think that could be a nice receiver to complement CeeDee Lamb for Dallas. That's one I would keep an eye on. Jaden Higgins is one of my favorite wide receivers in this year's class. I think he's got be good here.
Yeah, I think there's like plenty of wide receivers.
There's a lot of like complimentary wide receivers, not a ton of like, oh, these are for sure like slam dunk wide receiver ones, but there's a lot of like good wide receivers that can help in offense.
Yeah,
100%. Yep. I'm just watching Tyler Booker. He's
a big dude.
Fun, cool kid. He's stoked.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's like super stoked. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, he just made himself for life, dude. With all that money he did. I'd be stoked too.
Yeah,
he was just like,
I wouldn't even care if I had to go live in Cleveland for 4 years. It's like it doesn't even matter.
Right? I'd be slightly disappointed.
I mean,
sure. Greg, it is a really good pick for them. They need it badly.
Yes. Honestly, if they can get like 80% of what Zach Martin was for him, this is a slam dunk pick.
Mm-hmm. So Spanky thinks defense for Miami. Holler, what do you think?
I think specifically
I think
corner.
we're going to have maybe a trade.
Corner.
A trade or defense.
Is it going to be Jedi?
I think it's going to be Jahdae Barron. Yeah.
Yeah, Jahdae.
Dude's a baller.
He is very, very good.
He wishes he was Brian Branch.
Well, I mean, that's interesting. You and your Lions players. Good guy.
They both went to Alabama too.
Did Barron? I know he's from Texas, but was he at Alabama and then transferred?
So Kevin is not actually.
Oh, why am I thinking? I'm thinking of somebody else then.
Okay.
I think
Campbell is the one that went to Alabama, isn't he?
Who?
The linebacker Campbell.
Oh, Jahad Campbell. Yeah. Sorry, Holler, what were you saying?
Thanks, Greg.
I think that is not the greatest.
Greg gets it.
I think they could have taken maybe a better offensive lineman.
I mean, here's the thing.
Who's that? The Dolphins?
I know the Cowboys.
Oh,
here's the thing, though. Like, your draft board makes sense. Like, I saw some of this Twitter feedback, too, where it's like, oh, he's like the 31st overall player on the big board. It's like, well, that's your big board. What did Dallas have? They probably had him.
What's important to Dallas?
Right. And like, dude, I'll never forget too. Like when the Raiders took Max Crosby a couple years ago, like in the 3rd round, I was like, who the hell is this little like scrawny kid from Eastern Michigan? He's one of the best edge rushers in the league now. So like sometimes reaches look bad on draft day, but end up in 2 years being like, oh, that was a good pick. And then other picks where it's like this looks like a slam dunk end up being total bust. So you just never know, right? And then sometimes too, you're right, and it's like, well, that pick was a reach, and it is. So
TJ Hawkinson.
You and your Hawk Daddy.
I'll never forgive Hawkinson. It's not his fault he got drafted it's not his fault he got drafted 10th, but man.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have been.
Right. That's the thing.
No, Fant probably shouldn't have went in the 1st round either. They were the same class, weren't they?
They were like talked about they were like back-to-back generational, like the best tight ends
Hawkinson's
ever.
Hawkinson's been good in Minnesota. He had some issues in Detroit, obviously, but
yeah, like he had flashes in games where you're like, oh, okay, and then like he would disappear for like months on end. What are we doing?
Yeah, so I think the consensus there is just like they kind of reached on linemen there.
Oh,
but yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to pull up some rankings here, but
well, like we said, where's that line? When we pretty much get into that 100-player freaking bucket.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's kind of where I'm at too.
And the thing
if
is,
you're not going to be up again, you have to kind of try to. If you're going to try to be, you're not going to be up again for so many odd picks. So you kind of have to try to play out like how many other guards are going to go throughout this time span, and will we have one available to us that we still like?
Yeah, and it's like Tyler Booker. Like I know some people like Gray Zabel, but if the Cowboys think Tyler Booker fits their offensive scheme better, like you can scout a player just like as a prospect, but you have to also factor in the scheme fit. And if you think Booker's going to fit your offense better, maybe you want more of like Tyler Booker's the dude's a massive human being. Like he's like the first guy off the bus, kind of intimidate your opponent kind of deal, where Gray Zabel's not that. Zabel might be a better player and he might end up being a better player, but like, I don't have a problem with it. Like, and get your guy. And like you said too, Ron, like he's not going to make it back to you on the next pick. So you can't trade down. Like get your guy.
Exactly.
All right. It says pick is in, so they're not trading.
Yeah, I haven't seen the. Oh, I saw the Dolphins pick. There it is. That's interesting. I don't hate it though. I think Kyle Krabs will be excited. I think he liked this guy.
Oh. I don't know.
Not.
I feel like they did, and then I feel like
there was
I feel like Grant is he's got a lot of the off the field and a lot of motivational issues, and like I always
he'll fit into Miami when
right, like really great place for him to land,
right? Like Tyreek Hill can just walk off the field and just be like, "Nah, I'm done." Hey, Chief, are you done?
Yeah, I'm sure this will work out well.
The Colts should run this pick in here.
It's got to be Tyler Warren, right?
Yeah.
And the Dolphins at 13, they took Kenneth Grant.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna run that pick in there.
It's got to be Warren. Which so assuming it's Tyler Warren, I think he's got to go below Colson Loveland in drafts, right?
Below, you said?
Below, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm still working with him with the two. So actually, he's going to probably slot in at like 7 for me, unless we get like 3 juicy running back spots.
Sure.
Right? Because I'm kind of thinking it's going to go running back for me. And then at 4 is Tet, 5 is Loveland, and then
you're tripping me out with your rankings of like placeholders of guys you don't. I pulled yours up. You're tripping me out with that.
With nobody there, but we know somebody's gonna be there.
It's a ghost at 2 and 3.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. Loveland at 5, Travis Hunter at 6, Warren at 7.
Okay, so you're gonna go Hunter and then Warren.
Yeah, but I'll probably switch my mind here in 30 minutes or so.
Sure, it's hard to know, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but I have that all it's probably all going to be one tier.
Also, let's say it is Tyler Warren to the Colts. Like, how fitting is that, considering like his comp pretty much consistently was Dallas Clark.
Goddard. Yeah. Oh, Clark.
Who played at and wore the same number and played in Indianapolis. Like, that's like poetry. I love it.
Right.
Good news, boys. The trade was
it's not Dallas Goddard.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Dallas Clark.
Yeah, Dallas Clark.
Yeah, Clark. That's my bad. I said it.
Goddard. No, you said it, and I was like, wait a second. And I was like, no, that's right. And then I was like, wait a second.
So the last Colts first round tight end was back in 2003 when they took Dallas Clark.
That's awesome.
Oh boy. 44-44. Do you think they have Dallas announcing it?
No.
Is he on the stage,
that would be
right?
sweet.
I do not think.
No?
That would be cool, but I don't think he is going to be doing that.
Why not?
We have the pick in yet? It says pick is in. So do we have it somewhere yet?
On the Twitter machine.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to refresh.
I got it. It's here. You guys see it?
There it is. Yep.
All right. I think
oh boy.
That's a good. You hate it?
Yes, man.
Is it because of Anthony Richardson?
It's Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. They haven't gotten quarterback right since Andrew Luck. Like, Phillip Rivers was okay, and then after that, like, it was Jacoby Brissett, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz.
Counterpoint. Tight ends have done well. Maybe this will help Anthony Richardson complete a pass under 40 yards.
Yeah, because
not if Tyler Warren doesn't have a face left, because he's way too close to Anthony Richardson to catch those passes.
Well, I think they'll figure out a way to use him.
I'm sure they will. And
I'm sure they'll scheme up some passes where it's like they'll figure it out, right? Why do they need Tyler Warren with Jelani coming back strong? Because Jelani Woods will get hurt again in training camp and go back to his rightful place on the IR. Speaking of Jelani Woods, I dropped him in a few weeks the other day because I was just like,
yeah, I did too.
He can't stay healthy. Like the writing was on the wall for him leaving.
Yeah, I never really had any.
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
We are not worthy.
I find it hard to believe in that organization. The one guy I bought into was Pittman because I liked Pittman.
I still like Pittman.
I do too, and I think if he had a flipping quarterback, like, I think he's just like an average talent that needs like an above average quarterback to get him the ball, and he could be a volume receiver, but he can't do that with Anthony Richardson or Daniel flipping Jones, man. It's over.
So
he's going to be like 29 by the time they get through this.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. So the rationale for Tyler Warren. So I slotted him above Travis Hunter right now, just below Colson Loveland. Mm-hmm. I expect year one probably going to be a little bit down, but I'm anticipating year two is going to be a nice like boom year because they're probably going to get a different quarterback in Daniel Jones, and Anthony Richardson will probably be gone by next year. And I can only assume the quarterback play will go up from there. And then that's when you're going to want him, right? So it's a little bit of a hopium for year two and kind of an expected year one kind of down year.
Yeah. I foresee some pretty cheap Tyler Warren next offseason.
I mean, maybe, but like
Pitt still held value for a while.
He did.
Yeah.
But like I don't think that Tyler Warren has the same hype behind him that Kyle Pitts had. So I think he could be
Kyle Pitts, what 4 to Atlanta?
Yeah, but like I mean, it was crazy. Like
Yeah,
people were Kyle Pitts crazy. Like people like Tyler Warren, and there's some people that are crazy about Tyler Warren and all that. But like it doesn't feel like the Kyle Pitts hype to me. So I think with a down year, he could be somebody that is attainable going into the next rookie draft.
That's fair. It depends on what next year's tight end class looks like too, though.
Sure.
Like that always factors in. And right now, it doesn't look like there's a ton of like elite tight end talent out there for next year. Like there's a couple guys who you're kind of hoping. Like there's like that kid from Ball State who's like a big college producer. There's like the guy from Georgia, the Lawson Lucky. He might be a thing next year. Eli Raridan for Notre Dame has been great when he's on the field, but he gets injured all the time. There's a name I'm forgetting now too, and I don't. Let's see.
Let's go. Good. I got the trade moving and going. Let's go.
It got accepted.
That was a good one.
Come on down, Joe Burrow.
Luke Has, the dude from Ole Miss, is who I was thinking of. I think he's a good tight end.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He is indeed. I think he might be a nice. Some of our older or deeper, Devies. Maybe he might be a nice guy this year. So I don't mind because I took Loveland in one of our Debies last year in our rookie draft. I think I maybe got 1 or 2 of them, and then so I'm loving that now. But yeah, I think tight ends like going into their senior year are nice for Debbie.
Yeah, you want the guys that have kind of like shown a little bit and kind of waiting for like that breakout. And I think that's where Has is going to be.
Yep. So any Debbie people that are listening, and you've got a deeper league, Luke Has tight end.
He transferred to Ole Miss this year, so he's going to play in Wayne Hampton's offense.
Yep.
Lucas. Ooh. Lucas. All right, let's see. So Falcons are on the clock right now. This is a wide receiver landing spot potentially. I also think this is probably going to be Jahad Campbell come off the board.
I think
really need a linebacker.
I don't know, Greg. I'm still waiting for clarification too.
Yes, I did. I got the Burrow trade.
Oh, yes.
So the final deal it was Burrow and a 3, right?
307.
307 for
Trevor Lawrence,
Tyron Tracy,
106
and 106.
And 106.
I like that.
Yeah, I could probably have used
Joe Burrow
106, but to upgrade to Joe Burrow, I'm feeling good. And I have Tua, Bryce Young, and JJ McCarthy on this, so I think I can move one of those guys for like a
Bryce Young and JJ McCarthy, like giddy up.
Yeah, so
Cowboys.
Tua,
wow,
Tua, one I could maybe move.
You've never been so confident.
Goodness gracious.
Hey, so what about this Aaron Jones trade?
Yeah. So what was the hang up there? You don't want to send your 26 too?
Yeah, I don't want to send my second. You know how I get about my picks. I don't like to send my picks not in the season.
Okay, realistically though, like what are you gonna do with that second round pick?
Send it for an old running back who's
have him sit
points.
on your bench like Tank Bigsby for 4 years and not do anything with him, like, or do you want someone that can help you win a league?
It's my 26th pick though, so I could still use it in time. But I can still use it in season, like so.
Yeah, but that pick's gonna get like Aaron Jones is gonna get more pricey as the year goes.
Sure,
because he's actually producing for you.
Fair.
And especially if your pick starts to look later, they're gonna want that 2 plus.
I have a rookie draft that just kicked off, and I have 103.
Cool.
It's exciting.
So
What are you gonna
Genty
do?
was just taken.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
that makes sense. You gonna
Looking at my
wait?
team here. This is a random league, so I haven't looked at my team in a
Do you
while.
have a? Does it have a clock already kicked
No
off on
clock,
it?
so I'm probably gonna wait.
I would wait then for running back.
Yeah.
I had a league draft that was supposed to start on a Monday. They kicked it off tonight too, and they were with no timer. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna pick because I'm gonna wait at least until Friday night to see where the
Exactly.
running backs go.
Sure.
I don't want to be, not to be that guy and like throw a ice cold shower on a, you know, a new
Yeah,
draft
no.
board.
I
What
mean,
about
I'm having most of mine kick off on Sunday.
Same.
I'll probably do like just an 8-hour clock because I don't really mind. But yeah, I didn't do
I don't
any
even put a
like
clock on
early.
rookie drafts. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean it's nice for the later rounds in case somebody times out or whatever.
I'll say you really only need it when you are playing with a whole bunch of people you like
Don't know,
play
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
You don't know, whatever.
Random leagues.
And even then, I feel like, like a 12 or 24-hour clock is sufficient for the most part, right? Like,
100%.
Uh-huh.
have you guys seen the Falcons pick yet?
No, not yet.
No.
What about Rashad White for Aaron Jones? Is that
Sure.
sure?
You're probably gonna need to add to that though.
I'm telling you, this guy is trying to get.
Yeah, I saw the Falcons pick.
Was it offense or defense?
Defense.
Was it Jahad Campbell?
No.
Oh,
Huh.
a surprise.
It is a surprise.
Oh, wow.
There, yeah.
Was it defensive line?
It is
Uh-huh.
defensive end, yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I just saw it too. Jalen Walker. I feel like the Falcons have needed an edge rusher for a long time. It's crazy
Yeah,
that
they finally addressed
they
it.
finally did it. Maybe
They
the Packers
got
will
that.
finally take a wide receiver in the first round.
Ooh.
It's a trend breaking.
All right, so Arizona here could be a nice spot for a wide receiver, possibly. What would you do?
Matthew Golden. I would go Jahdae Barron personally. They need help in that secondary, but
Yeah, agreed.
But
But-
Matthew Golden would be nice.
Where would you put Golden then?
Shit. Probably in the same tier as Cam Ward, but above Cam Ward,
Yeah, that's where I think I'm at too, or maybe behind.
or maybe behind. But I don't think I could put him in the same tier as like Tet and Loveland and Warren and Hunter.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. I couldn't.
Mhm.
He would be slotted right next to Cam Ward, and I think honestly, and this is probably more of a less about Matthew Golden and more about my disdain for Kyler Murray, but I might take him behind Cam Ward at that point.
Yeah, that's where the highest I would go.
There.
With him is a 9. But like if we get a good
I
spot,
keep forgetting
for
that you. I was like 9. There's only 6 guys, but it's okay. I
Don't
keep
go to
forgetting
mine.
You've placeholdered.
yeah, don't go to mine.
Yeah,
I'd feel better about Golden there if Kyler still moved around the pocket like he used to.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Like that skill set would be perfect, with a mobile Kyler, but he's just not the same mobile Kyler that he used to be. Like he's still mobile, but he doesn't seem as active, in the running game as he used to be.
Yep. That's a good pick. 100% Greg. The pick is, if you haven't heard, it is Jalen Walker from Georgia.
Yeah, that's a good pick. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
They've needed some help at pass rusher for a while, so that's a good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Let's see. Where do you have Tua? I want to try to move him.
I have him very low.
Yeah. So
I'll just tell you that you're gonna have to scroll for a minute.
yeah,
It was funny the other day.
yeah.
One of our one of our patrons was like, "I think you forgot Tua on your rankings." I was like, "No, I didn't. He's just really far down."
Would you take like what would you want added to Jalen Waddle?
To get to Tua?
Yeah.
I think I have Waddle ahead of Tua, so
you like
I would
you
do that
take
straight up.
Oh,
Actually, I don't. Let's see. Where do I
I
have?
say that's Waddle's
I
kind of down in
don't.
the dumps.
I have Tua like a tier ahead of Waddle. It's basically
okay. So maybe like
it's
Waddle on the
basically even.
third.
So nothing crazy. Yeah. I think though, realistically, because I have Tua a lot lower than most people do. I think most people have Waddle in like an early second and Tua kind of up in like the 108, 109 range. I'm quite a bit lower. So you probably need to add like a mid 2 at least to get to it.
Yeah.
I don't personally want to do that, but because here's the thing, like I don't fully believe in Tua for the most part. Like I think he's fine.
Yeah. So I would be moving to a.
Oh, okay.
But either way.
Okay. See if you can get a mid 2 then.
Yeah.
So I think that's more consensus, like
mid
more
2.
market. I'm a little bit lower, but
What about another wide receiver? Like maybe in that tier up. So maybe like an Addison or a Olave.
I would rather Waddle, I think, than those guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. Probably Addison. It's probably the one I would want.
I wonder if I could get 112 for Tua. I'll try it.
I bet you could get more than that.
My thing with doing that though is like,
but what's your quarterback room look like?
Right, like you can't replace
Burrow,
quarterback.
AJ McCarthy, and Bryce Young.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Why? Because you're a hater.
I'm not comfy with that quarterback room.
I'm so comf with it.
I know you are. I'm not.
That's like I just sat down. I laid up with my Snuggie, and I'm just cozy. I'm drifting off to sleep so fast.
So nice and warm. Oh man, still not comfy. Nope, not comfy enough. Gross. Walter Nolan for Arizona.
Is that the Ole Miss
defensive tackle?
Yeah, that's a good pick. A lot of people had him as like a top 5 talent in the draft, and I saw a lot of people were kind of knocking him down because of some off the field issues. I think.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing.
But I mean, they need help on defense. Their defense was a train wreck. So
yeah.
Do you guys think Arizona's head coach? I'm blanking on his name. Do you think he's on a make or break? Sorry, what was that?
Gannon.
Thank you, Jonathan Gannon. Do you think he's on a make or break year? Or is this, if he doesn't make significant progress, is he on the out? This is year 3, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's year 3. I want to say him and it might be year 4.
Yeah, it's got to be year 3 or 4. I think.
I think
it might be on 4.
It might be 4, but either way, like
23.
I feel like they've been
year 3. Yeah,
it's year 3. Okay, they've been like steadily progressing throughout. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they seem feisty when they play. Like I know that
I mean, they're feisty, but they're 4-13. Like
I know. I mean, there was a point where the Lions were freaking like 1 and whatever. I think they're just like I think they're trending the right way, but I think it's just been slow and like I don't know. I think they're kind of generally fine where they are, but I think next year, I think you would be right is that they're probably on that hot seat. I think this year is probably when the expectations are kicking in now. Like we want, like I think it's been going the way they want it to. Like I think they're happy, but like now, like we want results, kind of thing.
I don't think they necessarily need to make the playoffs this year, but I think they need to at least be close to 500 or like in the playoff hunt, like in December. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
All right, I'm thinking another defensive player because this is kind of boring, and then I'm thinking maybe the Seahawks could. They probably won't, but I think they could maybe go wide receiver.
I think the Seahawks could realistically they could either go Gray Zabel or a receiver. Cincinnati, I think they need
defense,
any defensive position. Yeah,
that's what
Jamar
I mean.
Chase and T. Higgins, but Andre Yosibas is only wide receiver 3, so
right.
Get a Buka to play in the slot, dude. Let's go.
Shedeur to Seattle. Interesting.
Shedeur to Seattle. That'd be. I don't hate that actually. That doesn't.
Could happen.
Sam Darnold, I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't think he's that.
Yes, I know. I don't.
No.
I would like to see. So let's just looking ahead. I think Cincinnati probably takes a defensive player. Let's say Seattle goes offensive line. Denver at 20. I think could go Hampton. Shedeur could go to Pittsburgh at 21. I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think the Chargers or Packers at 22 and 23 are a landing spot for Matthew Golden or Ibuka.
The Packers aren't taking a wide receiver.
Hey, the Falcons took an edge rusher finally. The Packers could do it too.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Log back in to see y'all playing with your sheets. I mean, I live in the sheets.
My dinner's here. I'm gonna
color coded.
Turn my camera off.
What are you having for dinner? No, I want to watch
some pizza.
Oh yeah, you do.
Keep the mic on.
Oh god.
He shuts the camera off and keeps the mic on.
That would actually be hilarious. A little ASMR.
Right. Just hollers lips swagging. No. Oh man. I could see Denver liking Travion, Greg, because of the whole Alvin Kamara pass catching. I can get anybody to run between the tackles. I just want the electric. I
mean, they have Estime to run between the tackles with that bruiser, right? And then Travion Henderson can do everything else.
Yeah, and then oh my goodness, then Estime kind of happens.
Yeah, I'd be stoked
if he can hold on to the dang ball.
Well, he had that problem in Notre Dame too.
I wish you'd have told me about it. You probably did. We probably talked about it.
He had some issues. Yeah.
Were any of them the videos that he was producing?
No. The videos he was in, dude. Oh, dude, him and freaking Sam Hartman. They produced
videos, you showed a pretty cringy video, yeah.
The show me the money one. Yeah. Dude. That's how they announced their green jersey game with Marcus Freeman started in that one. It was good times. I think Travion for Denver makes sense, and it tracks because I like Travion and the Broncos take my favorite players. So
yeah, that would be heartbreaking for you, wouldn't it?
It's like, hey, dude, the Raiders took Ashton Genty. I can't be hurt. Pretty easily. Bengals took Shamar Stewart, edge rusher from Texas A&M. That's a good.
Yeah, he's the D lineman that punched the other dude in the unit.
No,
so that's not him. It's not Shamar.
No, that was one of his teammates though. It's Shamar Turner or something Turner. It was one of his teammates though. Yeah, but this guy is good. Although Shamar Stewart over Nick Scorton is a thing.
Yeah, but wasn't Scorton's production down?
Yeah, but they all did at Texas A&M. I think it was like the scheme they ran was like weird.
Yeah, there was a thing with the scheme, and he was a transfer. There's an injury with him too.
Scorton,
but I feel all these pass rushers though have lacking. They have good pressure, numbers, but
Yeah.
like the sack numbers are not there for these pass rushers.
No, I know. There's a lot of like traits versus like production kind of type
Yeah,
thing going on. Well, I think one name to keep an eye on too is like that kid from Marshall, Mike Green.
Mike
I know
Green,
he
but
was
he's got some off the field stuff.
apparently, yeah, because he was the one that got kicked out of Virginia Tech, right?
I don't know if he got kicked out of Virginia Tech, but I know he's got some allegations, some pretty serious
Yeah, I
ones.
think he came to some
He's
teams
got
and
at least
basically was
2
like
serious
upfront about like,
allegations
hey,
against
some
him.
people,
Yeah,
there's some allegations, which one, credit to him for bringing it up and not letting teams find
right.
out about it, right? But two, like, what are you doing putting yourself in the situation is the other thing. So
Exactly.
that's not great.
No, not great at all.
So
And
Seattle's on the
like,
clock.
so I know it's not fantasy related and it's on the defensive side of the ball, but where do you fall on like the sack numbers and like versus pressure rate?
I think pressure's just as good as a sack. I mean, it's
Me
not
too.
in the sense that like obviously you want the sack, but like if you consistently get to the quarterback and alter throws, like that impacts the game almost as much as a
Yeah,
sack does.
I
Like
agree.
I think sacks are like the glory stat, but like pressure rate is like something that's probably better.
Sure.
And like Max Crosby gets a ton of pressure too. It doesn't always get like huge sack numbers, but like when you're consistently getting that much pressure, offenses have to like scheme to take you out of
Yeah,
the game, and it
Hutch's
affects your
pressures are
offense.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. He's the same kind of
same.
way, right?
Yeah.
So, um, I will
So,
be.
all right, let me ask you that. Oh,
Okay.
you go do your thing.
I'm just gonna go put my kids down for bed. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ooh, just Ron soloing it. It's been a long time since we've been solo. Smooth, some smooth jazz and ASMR and. Ooh. Let's see if any of these picks have come in. Ba-ba. You can do it, Ron. Hey, yeah. You guys got. I kind of forgot I was on here alone a little bit. I was looking for this next pick, hoping it pops up. You guys got any burning questions while we're all alone here? I know everybody's getting a special preview. If you had tuned in live, you'd get an OnlyFans preview. Just kidding. Goodell likes hugging these dudes more than he should. It's perks of the job. Perks of the job. Man, Goodell. When do you think it's time for a new commissioner? That doesn't happen very often, but we got to be kind of getting close. I feel like Goodell's been around forever. Oh, and the Seahawks are open to moving back. Sounds like just like everybody else. Hmm. Yeah, just so far not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Tet, like to begin with, and then I'm not a huge fan of Bryce, really. I know it was better to end the season this past year, but it's just I'm gonna have less of Tet, I think, than most of the other players in this draft. And it's kind of the same thing with Tyler Warren. It's more unfortunate because I like Tyler Warren, but like until Indianapolis can prove to me they have a quarterback, I'll wait and I'll have to overpay for Tyler Ward if that's what I have to do. It just makes it tough when you're already fighting for targets and you have to be super efficient on those whole 18 passes that Richardson's throwing. All right, here we go. Yeah, no way I'm not doing it either, Greg. Like if Travion falls to Denver or goes to Denver, like you're going to have a hard time talking me out of that one at 102 because I just feel like that's a perfect landing spot. And he's been up there in that conversation this whole time. And I think with how this draft is shaking up in the large tier, I think that landing spots are going to push these guys around mostly for most people. Okay. Wes is sending Hurts, Brees, Braylon, Pacheco, Mitchell, 201 for Kyler, 101, 102. It's just rejected. Yeah, I could see why. They're probably pretty excited to have that 101, 102. Zabel to Seattle. How are they beating me to these things? They're not even sitting here right now. What the heck? Is that you, Spanky? Like, typing on your phone, Zabel to Seattle? I'm sitting here, like, scrolling for this thing. You're muted.
Did it again. No, that wasn't me.
Oh, it must have been Holly. He must be sitting there munching on that pizza. Just.
Oh, he's got pizza?
Yeah, that's what he says. He's having his pizza for dinner.
Lucky duck.
And, you know, on the note of food, I'm going to go get some food.
Okay. Go for it.
I'll let you guys see me eat, though. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, usually you have to subscribe for extra for that. I got a little snack myself. And a Fresca. Okay, so Zabel at 18. That makes a lot of sense, right? I think it was either going to be Zabel or it was going to be a wide receiver. Zabel makes a ton of sense. So pick 19 is Tampa Bay. They are probably going to go defense too, I would imagine. Let's see. Let's look at this. Did we talk about the trade already? I missed it if I did. But let me see. Sending Jalen Hurts, Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, Pacheco, Elijah Mitchell, 201. That's a lot. For Kyler, the 101, 102, just rejected. That's fair because Hurts is probably over the 101. Brees is probably about even with the 102. But I would take Kyler over the rest of it, right? So that makes sense. Yeah, I would take the Hurts in the Brees side too. Well, no, I wouldn't. I went Kyler, and I don't even necessarily like Kyler Murray, but I would take the Kyler Murray in the 2 picks. Alrighty, so let's see here. Tampa Bay, I think they probably need defense. They have a pretty good offensive set right now. I don't think they have any like major concerns on the offensive side of the ball. I think they have 3 pretty good receivers in Evans, Godwin, and McMillan. They could probably use a tight end upgrade, but with both Loveland and Warren off the board, I don't think they're going to go one here. They might be in contention to take Mason Taylor or like Elijah Arroyo day 2, so tomorrow. But I want to take a tight end right now. Yeah, the Brees Hall thing's interesting. He's been very cryptic on Twitter, right? With his like, I think he posted like the little like the peace out deuces thing earlier today. There's a bunch of rumors of him getting traded. I'd be very interested to see what happens with him. I think he's still a good talent. I think he's just been stuck in such a bad offense. All right. I got a trade here from Eric. Would you guys pay 112 plus a 2026 late first for a pick on the clock? That's Cam Ward. One question: did you earn that 112? Like, are you the defending champion? And the other thing is, do you need a quarterback? I am a little bit lower on Cam Ward. I think I would take probably the picks. It's 2 QB. Oh, so you have to start 2 quarterbacks? I mean, then that does change things. You probably do want the quarterbacks, and then I would trade those picks because I mean at 112 you're not going to get another quarterback, right? 2026 late first. There are some quarterbacks coming down the pipe, whether it's Aller, Garrett Nussmeier. There's I'm blanking on his name, Sam Levitt from Arizona State. Lenora Sellers. There's some different options there, but I think I would take that for Cam Ward, especially in a 2 quarterback. I'm doing that, especially if you have that offer right now and you have Cousins and Geno as your quarterback. Oh, then yes, you definitely need to do it. That's a for sure thing. You won 2 out of 3 years with smoke and mirrors. I love it. Hey, if it works and you're getting championships, let's go. But let's get a real quarterback in there, especially because Cousins. I don't think he's starting this year unless something happens. Yeah, let's do it. Ron, you're back.
I am. I got some Skittles. I raided my kids' Easter candy.
Okay, DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I decided against real food, and I decided I would eat candy instead.
That's the best, dude.
I know. Tastes way better.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yes.
What?
Dad tax. That's what I tell them every time.
The dad tax. You need it. Oh,
Reach right in the bag. Dad tax.
So I was sitting here talking about how Tampa Bay wasn't going to take an offensive player, and it looks like they did.
Ooh, what'd they do?
Emeka Egbuka.
What?
That's what I've seen on Twitter. I don't know if it's a rumor or if they really did it, but what the heck? That's an interesting one. Jalen McMillan's dead, I guess.
He was never a thing.
Well, he scored like 8 touchdowns last year. Yeah, Egbuka.
I mean, I never believed that.
That's interesting.
The reason I don't like it is Godwin is there. Godwin just resigned, didn't he?
I mean, here's the thing. Godwin and Evans are both older. How much longer do they have? This might be a thing where it's
mean, it's smart, like, team-wise.
Yeah, for fantasy purposes, I don't, love it. I don't love that. I like that he got the draft pick, though. Let's see.
Whoa. I come back for some reckless stuff.
Yeah.
Your boy's dead.
Godwin has 4 to 5 years left.
Yeah, he's dead for sure.
Don't they overlap a little bit?
Yeah. I think a lot of it in the slot. I mean, I know that Egbuka can go outside, but
can he?
He can, but that's the thing. Like, he's better in the slot. He can go outside, but you want him in the slot.
You want Godwin in the slot too.
Exactly.
This is an interesting one.
Very.
Is there a possibility they trade
Cooper Kupp?
So, yeah, you just throw them all in the slot, see what happens.
Right. Maybe. Ugh.
Interesting. I don't like that.
No, I hate that.
Landing spot.
That's the first player and landing spot that I really hated. The Warren one was pushing it. This one is really not great.
I really wanted to have a lot of Egbuka,
because
I thought he could immediate
get
starter. Him now, oh yeah, definitely. I think, but I thought just immediate starter. Sorry, Greg. Throw him right into your flex. Right off the bat, volume kind of guy in the slot, and now I don't think he gets to do that.
It's interesting. I mean, this is great for Tampa Bay as a team, right?
Right.
The offense is going to be lit.
I can't put him higher than 12. I mean, I need to see some
There's
running
only
back
7
landing
players
spots.
drafted,
But
but yes.
just
I'm
I know,
with you,
but
though.
still.
I know what you're saying, though. And
Against
Greg,
the invisible men.
we won't announce the pick even if we see it until you
Yeah.
see it. I don't want to spoil it for you. I have a feeling this is going to be a running back, and at least I'm hoping it's a running back.
Fingers crossed.
I see a rumor going around right now that the Giants are trying to get back in round 1, perhaps for Jackson Dart
or Shador. He's not gone yet.
Yeah.
Was that pick 18? Oh no, that was 19.
Zabel went at 18 to Seattle.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Cracking open a cold one.
You know it.
Oh, nice. LaCroix?
LaCroix.
LaCroix.
All right. Let's see here.
Broncos are staying, Greg says.
Okay. They better be staying with a running back.
Travion.
I swear if they take Caleb Johnson, I'll lose my shit. I'll fly off the handle right now.
God.
That would be crazy.
Oh, man. I forgot. I know you guys debate Caleb Johnson on a daily basis. I scroll through it mostly.
I've been actively belittling him, respectfully, of course, but I've been
respectfully, of course. He said. How's your pizza, Holler?
It was delicious.
What was on it?
Just pepperoni.
Just pepperoni. Was it Jets? Do you guys have Jets?
Nope.
We have Jets out here.
Do you? We do not have that.
Mm-hmm. It's Detroit style pizza. It's yummy.
Yeah, I like Jets. Yeah, it's expensive though.
It is so expensive.
Yeah,
but I mean, so is everything.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a local place. Very tasty.
A local place.
Yep.
California Pizza Kitchen. Just kidding. It's like that Michael Scott on The Office when he's like, I gotta get my favorite New York slice every time I'm here, and it's like Sparrows.
Yeah. Oh man.
Vanilla ice cream and pepperoni pizza. My man.
Oh. I like vanilla ice cream.
I do too.
Who is it?
So I just have to say that at one point McMillan was like up at, I don't know, super high.
Oh, dude, he was going ahead of Chris Godwin in drafts. In a startup draft we did not that long ago, he went like round 7.
No, I don't eat that vanilla ice cream. Well, I would, but
that's
not
cap.
only. I like many other.
The Broncos pick is in.
Oh, baby.
I haven't seen it.
But yeah, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to pizza.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes
the basics are good.
Shador, Will Johnson, Amarian Hampton, Josh Simmons, and Matthew Golden. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
Did you guys see the reaction of Micah Parsons when the Panthers took Ted McMillan?
No.
He was pissed. He dropped an F-bomb, and he was. It sounded like maybe Ted was supposed to go to Dallas at 12.
Oh boy.
He's like,
I think that would have been a slam dunk if he didn't go.
Oh, that'd been great. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, son of a.
What happened?
He dropped something.
Oh
no.
That was a bad pick.
I'll let you guys find out who the Broncos took.
Oh,
pick is in.
Come on.
It is a good pick, though. I hate it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now I'm really curious to see what Pittsburgh does at 21.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
I'm still shooketh about the Emeka Ibuka pick, by the way.
Yeah, that's
like
rough.
Huh. That's probably my least favorite pick out of offensive players that have been taken.
Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Because there's so many other spots he could have went to that like has an open wide receiver room, especially for a wide receiver 2. So
it doesn't even have to be open. Like it just didn't have to be Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm
on the plus side though, Baker Mayfield is going to be
cooking.
Just
because I think
with options.
That's a lot of volume.
I liked McMillan, Jalen McMillan, but Ibuka is better than him. And
McMillan's got to be option 4 now, right?
So yeah,
I mean, depending on, and that it doesn't even factor in like Bucky Irving out of the backfield or Rachaad White, who are both good.
So
receivers.
It's not a good spot, right? It's going to be low volume, right? He's, I think most people are probably not going to take him until the end of the first. He might actually fall into the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
But obviously, I'm projecting. We're actually running out of spots here for running back, so maybe Ibuka will be still high.
Okay, Greg saw the pick. It's Jahdae Barron, corner out of Texas.
Jahdae Barron,
good player, really good player. Denver already had a really good secondary. This is a little surprising. I guess they're just going to clamp down. They said Mahomes isn't going to pass on us.
Right.
And Herbert and Geno Smith too can carve up some defenses. So.
He can. Dude, I've already drafted Ibuka twice.
Ooh,
feels bad now, doesn't it?
It feels awful right now. God,
that's the thing when the pre NFL draft rookie drafts are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't do very many this year, which is good.
Henderson
might. I do think it's possible.
Oh boy,
because we heard about the Bears coming back in, we saw it's just possible, but so if that happens, I think the Bears are coming back maybe for a running back.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't have enough corners.
You can't, man. I'm gonna tell you what, you can't.
That's gonna be a hell of a 1-2 punch, though. My gosh.
Well, the freaking what's his face, Surtain, and then the other one that they have is good too.
Riley.
Yes, I forget his name,
Moss?
but he's
no.
Greg can probably tell us. Let's see.
Yeah, Greg could tell us. Greg, the white guy.
Yeah, I was trying not to say. I was trying to think of a different way to describe him, but
I mean, there's no other way to describe him. That's how I know him. Is the white guy.
Riley Moss. Yeah, you were right.
Okay.
Nick is in.
Is it Shedeur?
What?
I think it's Jackson Dart.
Oh,
is it Jackson Dart? That was kind of exciting.
No, I don't think it's a quarterback at all.
That'd be less fun.
I know, right?
It's Luther Burden. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know who it is. Let's see. Oh, what the hell?
This is from JJ Zacharias, and one of Emeka Ibuka's 3 statistical comps in the ZAP model, Chris Godwin.
Is Chris Godwin? They said another one.
Right. Carbon copy, give it to us.
You never have too many slots.
Wow.
Do we see
I saw the pick.
Is it Derek Harmon?
Yeah, it's super boring. Derek Harmon.
Yeah. Boring. They need it, though. They need defensive line help.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Michigan State guy.
I mean, I've heard they could. I've heard they could come back in as well, possibly. But I think I remember we heard that they
seems aggressive for them.
Milroe, so they could probably take him in the second round and be fine with it.
Why?
Apparently, they're banking on Rodgers.
That's a good question. Yeah. Why? They are clearly.
Maybe they have to prove to Rodgers they're not taking a quarterback, and then he signs.
Day after the draft. Tell that guy to shove off and just.
Yeah, could you imagine bending to that dude's will?
We got
No.
some
just to get mediocre quarterback play.
Right. That's the
So-
thing. Like,
if
if you're, go ahead, Holler.
yeah, I mean, I still am kind of out on those receivers because we don't know who's going to be the quarterback there. Obviously,
Right.
Mason Rudolph doesn't, incite me at all. But I was just looking at who's coming up: Chargers, Packers, Minnesota. Like,
Chargers could be a
Packers,
spot
or
for
excuse me,
Golden.
it could go. Yeah, I was just going to say it could go running back, wide receiver, running back, Golden, or I was going to say, maybe the Chargers take Henderson. The Packers take,
But we kind of
Golden.
talked about what. Oh, that was just,
and then that's a good one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So Greg in the chat was a good call here.
Yeah,
so
and then
Saints,
Hampton
Browns,
to the-
Giants, Steelers. Any of them trade back into the first round? I think the Giants makes a lot of sense. Browns,
I don't think Saints
too. I don't know if the Steelers, because the Steelers don't even have a second round pick. I don't think they have the draft capital to move back in. Saints,
the
maybe.
Saints, there's no they're aggressive enough to, but like, should they be spending draft
Well-
capital
No.
on Shador? Like, you're not like going up for like a sure thing 101 quarterback. You'd be moving up for we hope this is the guy. Like, I don't think you pay up for a guy you hope is the guy.
But I mean, here's the thing: if you, I don't know, like, Derek Carr's gonna get you fired, or if you miss on a first round pick, you're gonna get fired too.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
look at Dennis Allen twice.
Yeah.
Derek Carr did get him fired twice. Damn.
Yeah, like do you think like when Derek Carr walked into the building in New Orleans, like Dennis Allen just like dropped his head and it was just like, fuck. Like,
so this guy's gonna
it's
get me
over.
fired
Like
twice.
he just
Damn.
already knows. Like it's done. It's Derek again. Not that I hate you or anything, Derek, but I know how this ends.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Nussmeier or Manning.
Yeah, Nussmeier's dad's on the Saints staff, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So
And I think Arch Manning, and I'm sure we'll talk about this, but I think he's going to go back to school. There seems like they're kind of more like old school on that, and there's like a number of like 30 career starts in college that Arch won't hit unless he comes back for a second year. There's nothing like behind that other than me just kind of speculating, but I don't know.
do they? So I'm more interested, honestly, in the Packers pick here than because like, do they go
Chargers
wide receiver?
Probably gonna go D line, right?
Eat something
Packers,
boring, yeah.
Yeah. I hope the Packers take. I could see it because Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson are both on expiring contracts. They're going to be free
Yeah,
agents
I think
at the end of this
Christian
year. I
Watson
think
is-
they could probably
I don't
use
even
one.
think- Watson
They
gonna
might
be healthy
re-sign
for the
Dobbs,
season?
but
Yeah.
Huh?
And I think Christian Watson's kind of dead.
Yeah. Who did they sign Hardman, didn't they?
Did they?
They might have. I don't think it's anything to worry about, though.
No, oh no, I'm just and maybe I'm completely
They did.
wrong
No,
there.
you're right. Good call.
Okay. There's your attempt at replacing Watson.
Woof.
Right.
Somehow it got worse.
Right. I'm sure they're gonna throw a couple more bodies at that problem, but
Yeah, there's no way that's like
right. That can't be the only answer.
no.
Come on. Honestly though, I think the draft is moving kind of quickly.
It does seem.
I thought that too. I feel like in years past it's taken a lot more time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I can't wait to
So
see who the Lions pick.
Schefter said the Giants offered this year's first, next year's first, and multiple other picks to the Titans for number one, and they still declined it.
Dude, why would you do that?
Why would you do that? on both sides. Why would you decline and why would you send all that?
I mean, you need a quarterback. You need a quarterback, right? Like, and for Tennessee, like, if you decline, if you take it right and get all those picks, but you don't get a quarterback, you're gonna get fired. You're just setting up the next GM and coach with good assets.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and the Giants and Daboll and Joe Shane are probably just trying to be like, see, look, like we're not total morons. Here's our quarterback of the future, but like,
I'm betting on that Giants pick being like at least like the 5th pick again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the future one. So even if your team is better, you don't have like kind of a little bit of house money, like just betting on the Giants being the Giants.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I am so surprised by
for Cam Ward, like. I mean, we're like none of us are like professional analysts, and we can all say like Cam Ward is not like a surefire 101 like can't miss kind of quarterback. Like there's like serious question marks. You know what I mean? Like man, I think I'd have taken it and moved back.
I'm with you, Ron.
Like I get it. I mean, it's probably the right move, but at the same time, like I don't necessarily think Cam Ward's going to be like an all-pro quarterback. But like, let's say like last year it had been like Jaden Daniels. Like,
sure,
even if you get like a haul and it turns out to be Jaden Daniels, like then you look like dumb when you pass on it. I don't think that's likely, but like you never know, right? So if you believe in a guy, it's like you can't.
I really hope that
that's fair.
Rams don't do something and take Shedeur Sanders. That would be sad.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, it would be fine, but like I would be sad.
I think they'd take Dart over.
I think Sanders, so too.
Personally. I think that'd be a good spot.
Did Shedeur go to Green Bay?
No. Did he?
No. I don't know. I know that Hunter didn't go. I know a lot of people didn't go, but I didn't know who was.
No, he did not.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, he didn't. I thought you said the Packers take him. I was like, damn. I gave up on Jordan Love already.
He's like, I'm on my Jordan Love.
Oh no. Oh my Jordan.
No, I mean like physically, is he in the city?
Physically he is not. He is not there.
Okay. No. That's right, because he's probably having the draft party on the Colorado field with The Rock and
with his retired
Diesel number. And yeah.
Wow, the Chargers are taking the whole clock.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have they picked yet?
Are you serious about it? Well, this is when it picks in now.
Okay. Let's see who it is. Is it Omarion Hampton? Because that would be fun. Him and Najee Harris would just be freaking pounding dudes. That was taken out of context. That was bad. That would be a very physical offense. Poor Jake and Ron, right? If you have to watch,
dude. Oh my god.
Watch what?
Like the Jordan Love talk has just it's been so. I know he's your boy, Spanky, but if you had to listen to it through the Green Bay lens of
I get it.
My god, dude, like it's like the dude walks on water and it's like, man, like he's really not like no, he doesn't. He's really not that great. He does some cool stuff here and there. I'll give him that, but
I mean, he was great 2 years ago, and then he got hurt this last year. So I think there's a dip to be bought.
Probably. I think he did like underproduce the past year.
I see some rumors here.
See some rumors.
Is
it good rumors or is it bad rumors? Oh, I see a rumor too.
I don't.
There's no name attached to it though.
About a potential runner of the football.
Oh
baby.
It's Omarion, isn't it? Harbaugh would prefer him to Travion.
Oh, Harbaugh would take Hampton over Henderson.
Yeah. Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Well, not even that. Just because Harbaugh has a type of running back he likes.
Yeah, it's not.
He wants a
It's
bruiser.
not Henderson, but yeah, that's what he prefers. We were talking about it when we were talking about
Marion Hampton to the Chargers.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it Hampton?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. And there goes
him and Najee Harris, man. They don't even need Justin Herbert to throw the ball.
No.
Just run about 60
carries a game.
Yeah, perfect, dude. Najee can get his 2.8 yards per carry, and then Hampton can actually run the ball effectively. So
it's the old Titans thunder combo, DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, Eric, I do think that was mocked quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a ton of mocks, so I'm not 100% sure, but
it was.
It's not a huge surprise there.
No, I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Oh, come on.
All right, so Hampton. I do enjoy me some Marion Hampton.
I put him at 2.
I was going to say, he's got to be the 102 at this point.
Does he? Does he have to be the 102?
You're going to take Tet over him?
Yeah, I was just going to say
that. Am I?
Who else are you going to take? I don't know. You're in there fiddling around.
I am fiddling. You know me.
I can hear you back there.
I can hear you fiddling. Yeah, I'll probably take him at 2. Although I will say, I will just say though, like there is a little bit of like volume concern. Like how much does he get year one?
Agreed. But that Najee contract it's only a 1 year deal, isn't it?
It's not a lot of money, no.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of those ones too where Najee probably starts more and then Hampton takes over probably by like October, you know.
Yeah.
More and more.
Yep, as he learns. Oh, a Skittle. You guys ever just drop a Skittle that you lost when you're eating your bag of Skittles? Yeah.
Kind of like finding money. You even eat a bag of Skittles if that doesn't happen?
Kind of like finding money in your pocket.
Yeah. That just reminded me of that. I don't know if you guys ever watched How I Met Your Mother, but there's like a scene where Marshall is at like an art gallery thing and they're doing like a moment of silence for something, and he has a bag of Skittles and it just like opens from the bottom and it just like runs down.
That's awesome.
Oh god. Okay. So let's see. Hampton to the Chargers. I like that a lot. Now
I think
23 is the Packers. So let's see.
I think that slots him in at 2 pretty for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, until we see the Travion landing spot, like, for sure.
Yeah, I think I probably say Travion goes to the
Spanky, where are you hiding those at right now?
The Chiefs.
Where am I hiding what at?
Sorry, go ahead, holler.
Yeah, so like if Henderson goes to the Chiefs, I'll probably have him at 2. But I don't know,
for sure.
Chiefs,
yeah,
running backs and Chiefs haven't been, a great.
Yeah, it's because they drafted shit ones. Not like
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh. They're in the same sheet, Ron.
Oh,
my tiers. No, they're not hidden. They're just they're over here.
Where's over here?
Cross positional rankings.
I can't read those.
There's multiple tabs on the sheet.
I know.
So I have the draft day ones that I'm updating live, but then I have the dynasty cross position rankings.
Oh my lord! It's the very first one.
It is. It is. What are you gonna do?
I was looking for it earlier. I was like, I see hollers. I was like, I don't see Spankies. I thought he just redid like the whole thing.
Mine have not been updated in a long time.
Oh, sweet. Good thing I was looking at them.
What do you guys think the Packers do here? I think they need help on defense.
Yeah, something boring.
They're going to draft another edge rusher to underperform.
It could be Matthew Golden.
It could be. That would be nice.
Do you guys remember when Matthew Golden was going to be the first wide receiver off the board?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it.
Not. I did. Bought into it.
Sleeper just put out Najee Harris running back one season, and it's Aaron Rodgers running out with the flag.
All right. Who's left between 22 and 31 that might take Henderson? Let's take a look. See here. So Packers probably not. Vikings possibly. Houston Houston could. The Rams probably not. Yep. Baltimore probably not. Detroit probably not. Washington, I think realistically could. Buffalo. Honestly, that's kind of a sleeper pick, maybe. James Cook is asking for a lot of money, and I don't think they want to pay him. And
he is. Yeah, I get. Yeah. All right, I'll allow it.
And then Kansas City.
I think like Trevion Henderson would be nice for the Commanders, because I think Brian Robinson's a bit of a different running back than Henderson.
Yeah.
So you mean that in that Henderson's good?
Not fully. Not fully.
Well,
part of it is yes.
Listen. B-Rob is just not explosive.
He's good, man. He puts up numbers. He gives you what you need in a flex spot.
He churns them out, dude.
Yep.
He could be Jamal Williams if he was on with a good offensive line.
Yeah, exactly. And he was good for fantasy for a couple years. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Broncos trading back into the first. Yeah, I mean,
do it. I heard the Lions are trying to move out.
Do they have the draft picks to do it like that? Ammo? They have pick 51 and 85. They probably need.
Pick is in. Here we go. See if I can find it.
Yeah, I always like scrolling through Twitter to see if I can find it before it. Oh, hell yes, dude.
I saw it too, but I was trying to hold back.
I couldn't. I saw the name and I got stoked. That's my dog. Now that's my guy.
It's golden, isn't it? It is.
Matthew. It's the golden pony boy. Sorry, Ron. Good luck covering that, by the way.
I wanted to like Matthew. Like, I like Matthew Golden. And now I gotta kind of hate him.
Yeah, that's a B, isn't it? Dude, the Falcons taking an edge rusher and the Packers taking a wide receiver.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
You did. You said it would happen because the Falcons did it.
They did it. Now, Matthew Golden is a perfect example of a analytics profile that blows, but a good player.
Is he above Egbuka?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me he is for sure.
Yeah. Feels right. I mean, he can. There's no one takes the volume there.
Agreed.
I'm gonna put him. Actually, I like that. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
Hate it. God.
You love it.
No, I don't.
Didn't you just take Matthew Golden in a pre?
I did.
That's fantastic.
I know, right?
That's funny. I think this helps Jaden Reed. I think this helps Jordan Love.
Packers now have 5 number 1 wide receivers.
I don't think they have any still. I think Golden's a good number 2.
Yeah, same.
Huh.
All right, we're getting closer to the Rams and the
Lions. Okay, so Minnesota's here at pick 24. Where do we think they don't have a ton of draft capital? This is one that they're in a spot where if a team wanted to come back into the first for a quarterback, I think this is realistically is a spot where it could happen. Minnesota doesn't have a ton of picks, right? Their next pick is like a compensatory pick at the end of the third round. They need to get some extra draft capital. I think this would be the spot if like the Giants or the Browns wanted to come back into the first. Minnesota's listening here.
Yeah, 100%.
But if they stick and pick, what do they need? They could do. Honestly, I know they have Jefferson and Addison, but outside of that, they don't have a ton at receiver. They could probably help with some of the offensive line a little bit too.
So where does that move? Okay, you have Golden at 8 now.
Yeah, I think.
You just have whatever's in there. I got you. So I think he's going to land in anywhere from like 9 to. Well, I have him at 9 right now.
Okay, because you're assuming you have a placeholder for TreVeyon Henderson, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which if
not, then I'll adjust and I'll make it. He'll be at 8, and everybody else will bump up one.
Yeah, and I put Abuka in his own tier at the very bottom.
Same. I have him at 12, right? Because I'll probably put, we'll see.
Yeah,
because if Shedeur doesn't go in the first round, then I don't think I put him in the first round.
No, so if Shedeur and Dart don't get first round draft capital, they're basically dead to me.
Right. Yeah.
Or mid to late 2s, I think, at that point.
So yeah, we're just kind of waiting on what happens with Judkins, what happens with Henderson, and what happens to like Burden, right? Because I could fill out the
one I'm
end of my first
wanting
round.
To see too, Mason Taylor.
Yeah.
And I also want to see
Cam
Scatabo, whatever you want to.
Yeah, Neal, Higgins, Noel.
Well, the Vikings kept their pick. Huh.
That's so cool. That was really good. Picks in already. Vikings.
Yeah.
Sprinted.
It's not an exciting one.
Oh. Offensive line?
No.
Yeah. They need some line help. Yeah, it's Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State.
Okay.
He played guard, and then they moved him outside to tackle.
Yeah.
And then I think they're probably going to... So he can play either way.
Michigan fans are taking it well.
I'm sure. 3
Michigan Wolverines before an Ohio State Buckeye in a national championship season. Losers.
I mean, the rivalry runs deep, baby. All right.
Let's see. Any Viking fans here on the Donovan Jackson, Jake? Guard.
Where's Jake?
He's probably in the Discord.
I don't think so. I can't wait to go watch highlights of the Lions pick. It's hard to guess, and like there's so many mock drafts and everything, but like when you have these like late picks, it's hard to, I don't know, be early on who it could possibly be. And Brad is like out of left field all the time. You can't pin him down, man.
He's a true best player available.
Yeah, he does what he wants.
Kind of guy. Which I like. I think that's probably the right way to do it, right? Like.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's proving it right now. At the moment, we'll see how much further it goes. I think nervous.
I think the Lions should take another edge rusher. or defensive line help.
They should, but they might
take
something
TreVeyon
crazy.
Henderson to form a 3-headed monster.
Oh my lord! We'll run the wing T.
A wing T, baby.
TreVeyon Henderson to the Rams. Let's go. I'm just kidding. Let's see here.
My poor Kyron Williams shares.
I know, right?
So the Steelers, they don't have a second-round pick. They're gonna go into the season with. I mean, they must know Aaron Rodgers is signing, right?
Yeah, he's signing immediately after they prove they're not bringing anybody in.
Because otherwise, they're going in with Mason Rudolph as QB1.
That's crazy, man.
I think we've seen that show and dance before, right?
Yeah, and it is gross.
Ooh.
Picking?
I think I have something here for the Texans.
Oh.
It's got to be an offensive
looks
lineman.
like the Giants traded up.
Yeah.
The Giants traded up?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well.
Oh.
I was not trying to blow it, but
it's Jackson Dart, isn't it?
Is it Shedeur?
Could be Shedeur or
Dart.
Giants are trading up with Houston, $34.99 in a future third.
It's for TreVeyon. They said sorry, we messed up with Saquon.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. Like
that'd be hilarious. But yeah, it's got to be for quarterback. Otherwise, why would you trade back up?
Yeah,
right.
I think it might be Shedeur here.
Let's see. Like you would think when you make the trade, like the pick would just immediately be in. Like you would think you would know. Like, no, you need a few minutes to like talk about it and make sure you're gonna make the pick. Now that you've traded,
the Giants are behind the Texans, right? The Texans are still on the clock first, right?
No, they traded up with the Texans, I thought.
I thought it hit the Rams pick at 26.
Oh, is it the Rams? Oh, I just saw Giants traded up.
Oh, wait, Texans do trade pick 25.
Okay.
That's so Rappaport said Rams initially, but I think you're right. It's Texans trade 25 for the Giants in exchange for $34.99 in the third rounder in 2026. That's not a ton of draft capital.
Are you guys not listening to me? I said it already. My gosh.
Sorry, Holler.
It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. Had to go let my dog out.
I was scrolling through Twitter and my ADHD kicked in and I wasn't listening and I was just talking out of my ass. So sorry about that. Yeah, it's got to be for Dart, right?
Oh boy. Well, this is what I'm saying. Like you're on the clock. Like the pick should be in.
You traded up for someone. It's like
right.
It's like in dynasty startups when someone trades a pick and then
you're
like, all right, this pick's now on the block. And it's like, no, you just traded for that pick. Make the damn pick.
Right. Like, why did you move there? I thought I could get a better return than what he got. No, you've now set the market too there, bud. So
you set the market. So if anything, you're getting slightly
exactly the same thing.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh, I see it.
Shedeur.
I hope it's Jackson Dart.
It's not Jackson Dart. Holler season.
I haven't seen it.
Wow.
I haven't seen it yet.
I see it.
Is it Jackson Dart?
Do you want me to tell you?
No, give me a second.
Yes. Jackson Dart, let's go. So I have him at 11.
Yeah, he's got to go up in there.
I'm going to put him at 2. No, I'm just playing.
That's awesome. I'll be right. Got it from.
You gotta find your dog. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That feels not great. That feels important.
Right. He's just roaming the streets of LA.
Oh no. Alrighty.
Come on now.
Do, 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 do.
Is that John Cena?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe. Oh man. Jackson Dart.
Mel Gibson. Sorry. Jackson Dart, man. So I put him up at 8, just behind Cam Ward, right above Matthew Golden.
Wow, really? Love it.
Did.
Little Puka.
Little Puka's here.
Puka.
Say hello.
You like?
We gotta get the
Hey,
all the hollers for the Rams.
all the
pick.
hollers.
I low key love the Jackson Dart pick.
Yeah, right. I do too. You like the pick for the Giants?
Oh wow.
I like it from Malik Neighbors too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that
is weird for Russell
Winston-
Wilson and
Winston,
Jameis.
Russ.
They got a weird
Dart.
quarterback. Honestly,
Yeah.
actually, fantasy.
Why did they do that? Are they just like, we're gonna have a quarterback this year?
They said one of these guys is gonna work. Darn it!
Like
And,
someone is gonna be able to play quarterback.
I wonder though if Dart is like not gonna start this year, or at least not until the end of the year.
Maybe, yeah, I can definitely see that.
So I put Dart at 11 right now because I don't think he's
I'm
going to
gonna
play
bump
much
him
this
down.
year.
I think I got too excited.
Yeah,
But,
so I have him
like-
at 11. I still think he warrants a first round pick.
I do too.
Dayball's gonna get
maybe the
super
Penix
upset
path
with
because-
Russ.
Just because I know, that Russell Wilson's not very good, so I think it's possible he could play, if they're not doing well. But I think
Here's
that
the
defense
thing.
is going to be super, super good, that they're going to be fine. Like, they'll score enough points.
Are
I think they have.
They're not. They're not, okay.
They
But
have to
here's the
play
thing.
the
Like
Eagles twice and the Commanders twice.
they're at best, they're the third best team in that division. They're not making the
Yeah,
playoffs.
right.
Like, even if they don't play Dart until the season's over, I mean, when's the season over? Like before Thanksgiving? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I just think right now what we know, I feel like
Falcons
maybe the
traded
highest
up.
I can put him at is 10. Okay, since we don't know who's been drafted yet, it would be 9. I'll just
Okay,
make
that's
sure my
that's where.
numbers are
Yeah, I got a little excited. I put him over Golden, but then I think the excitement wore off, and I was like, yeah.
fine. Yeah, but I have him
Right,
ahead of Ibuka.
I like it.
The Rams.
Ibuka.
What are the Rams going to do here?
They traded back.
The Rams did too?
Yeah, with the Falcons.
Oh, nice.
The Falcons are taking Shador. Just kidding.
Oh my lord.
Now that would actually be hilarious. No, but the Falcons might
Interesting.
be.
All right, I love that for
Who
the
the hell are
Rams.
they coming up for?
I want to see what so the Rams traded out of 26. That suggests the Vikings had a chance to trade down as well.
Man, I know the Lions tried
Um,
to trade out.
I'm happy with the
What was the return? Did we see it?
I haven't
for the
seen
Rams.
it.
Not yet. No,
Okay.
I'm still looking for it. Just
Take us
seeing
in.
that.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Falcons. You didn't make us wait.
Pick is in.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it says.
like,
I haven't
what?
seen it.
Who are they
I don't
coming
even
up
know
for?
the-
Is it Burden? Are they coming up for Luther Burden?
I
Jeez.
don't know.
That'd be a
What
real
are the DNs?
chicken the nards for
Are
me.
they coming up for
Uh,
another DN?
That'll be
fun.
interesting.
I mean, there's a bunch of them still on the board.
They need defensive help too. Did Jahad Campbell go yet? I bet it's
He did
for
not.
Campbell. I bet it's for Campbell.
No.
The Falcons trading back and have a chance to do the funniest thing. I agree, Wes, dude. I think that'd be hilarious if the
Oh
Texans
my
are here.
lord.
That'd be too good.
The ultimate quarterback battle.
How about this? The Giants have Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, and then Tommy. What's his name? Tommy Cutlets. Yeah.
Tommy
DeVito.
DeVito.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Oh, it wasn't for Jahad Campbell. It was for another edge rusher.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
James Pierce. Wow.
James Pierce.
Oh.
I mean,
Wow. They could be good.
Hey, even if just one of those two hit, like that's awesome. And if they both happen to, like, all of a sudden you got a nice little defensive line there. And it's not like that. I mean, outside of the Bucks, that division's pretty crappy. No offense.
Yeah.
Panthers,
not at all.
Saints fans. But now I'm curious what the trade was.
That's what I'm trying to find. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Falcons get 2025 number 26. The Rams get 46, a 2026 first, and a 2025 seventh. Nice.
They got an extra first?
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and the Falcons get a 2025 third. That's why they get that first.
Okay. I mean, that's not. I like
the Rams
that
had
for
2
the
thirds
Rams.
too. So basically, they're moving up to the second, and they picked up an extra first, right?
Yeah, so they moved back into the second, and then they traded. Yeah, and then they pick up an extra first for next year. I like that.
I like that too. We'll see. Maybe they use that to move in
because
if they want
if
somebody.
Stafford does retire next year, now they have 2 firsts to try to move up the draft board
Move
because
up,
they're not going to suck bad enough to get a quarterback. So I like that. It's also just funny watching the Rams now have multiple first round picks after years of just trading away everything.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're gonna start acquiring.
I mean, they're trading well. Like, I don't think they really needed anybody right away in this first round. You know, like they can move back and get, get a defensive or offensive player right in the second round.
Yeah,
like a lineman or then if not, I think they're going to move back. Like they moved back there for that, 46. I think for defense.
Got to be for defense, I would assume. Yeah.
So I'm happy with it. I wonder what third pick it is, though. I'm hoping it's the later one. But either way, it's okay. I think that's a good trade both ways. I mean, that's expensive for them to go back to Atlanta, but James Pierce could be really good.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's expensive to trade for an edge rusher. Those premium positions are tough.
100%.
So if you can get one for picks, like, I mean, go for it. All right.
Let's get another offensive player.
I feel like the draft's been moving this year. All right. Let's see. Who's on the clock? The
6
Ravens?
picks left. Yeah.
And then, Ron, your Lions are coming up. You getting nervous?
Ooh, a little bit.
What would you say if they get Luther Burden?
Ew. But I was probably wrong.
Luther Burden would be interesting because I feel like he overlaps with Amon-Ra a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
He does everything worse than Amon-Ra does.
Yeah, right.
And it was
there's no way more
expensive.
Yeah.
Well, not now, but like they got Amon-Ra on the 4th round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but he's already been paid. Oh, come on.
Baltimore, I feel like they're probably going to go with an edge rusher here, yeah? That feels like that's kind of
that's like the part of the draft we're at right now, too, yeah.
I think they would go that kid out of Boston College, Izaraku. I think that's who they're going to go.
Oh,
who did you want? Who did you want them to take their Master B? I feel like it's fine for the Texans to move back. Like, I think they were going to take it. Yeah, they're going to take an offensive lineman, and I think right now, with the players that are available, I don't know if like it warrants that spot right now. Let me see who's available. Right, so I think it actually might be smart what they got. It's interesting though. They didn't go. They couldn't have gone back too much because the Rams got a first, but they didn't.
Did we get the trade for that? Oh yeah, didn't they get a first next year, or am I misremembering that?
I think I'm misremembering it as well. Okay,
oh no, that's the Falcons one.
Okay, let's see here. So the Falcons, and that one we already talked about. So the best available right now is Will Johnson. I think they might go Mike Green.
I think. Oh yeah, I could go Mike Green. I think Izaraku is a good edge rusher.
Yeah.
Too.
Will if they Johnson, go offensive lineman,
he's got some medical issues that's costing him to drop.
Green?
No, Will Johnson from Michigan.
Will Johnson, and then Green has like some off the field issues.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's ever any sort of clarity to those. I heard about them, that they were there and that he talked about them at the combine, and it was kind of weird. And then that was it, like radio silence on like the whole thing.
So let's see here. Higgins is that could be a surprise there. Or Trey Harris to the Lions.
I
don't like that.
Play on the left side.
But if he does it enough, it doesn't matter.
I would hope they would take Higgins over him.
I would think so.
Maybe
that would be cool. I think that'd be a good pick for them.
I think it would too. I think
he would shoot up into the first round for me.
Yeah, I mean it would stink for him fantasy wise to become a thing, but it would be good for their offense as a whole.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Wes. That's what I was thinking. Offensive line is pretty deep, so I think that's what the Texans were thinking, right? I'm trying to figure out if I can find the.
I mean, it is, but like, I saw it was they got 34, 99, and 26 third.
Okay.
Which is crazy because then a couple picks later, the Falcons sent a 26 first to come up. So like.
Right. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. But they did get 34, so that's only what?
That's true.
7, that's like 11 spots back, or what? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 spots back.
Yeah, so that's not terrible.
Oh, the pick is in.
No, 9 spots. I can't math.
I mean, math's hard. It's
okay. All right. Pick is in. I think Washington could go Chavion. That would be really cool. I would love that.
I think so too. That would be cool. I think Henderson could go to either Kansas City or Washington. Yeah. I think would both would make a lot of sense. Ooh. I think it's Malachi Starks.
Ooh, nice.
That's a nice little safety pair with him and Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, Malachi Starks there. So now we got the Lions. They're on the clock, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Let me pull YouTube up for highlights. Unless it's an offensive lineman, then I'll just trust that he's good.
Pretty happy with the Rams there. That's good.
Yeah, you guys got a pretty good return.
That's all we can do, Greg. That's all we can do.
Yeah, the fingers are crossed.
Take a deep breath and pray for a good pick. Or pray for a later or next year's first, 2026 first. That's
right. Right. If someone wants to trade us there first, we'll gladly take that.
720 minus 560. Yeah, so Houston moving back that many spots is only like 160 points on the trade chart. So
No,
which
I
isn't
don't, Wes.
Yeah, that's
No,
why they didn't get it first, right?
I can't tell you about
Yeah.
O-lineman hand placement.
I think it was a fine way to
Whoa.
move back. Honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Especially if there's a guy they want that they felt like was going to be there. Although it's disappointing when you watch the draft waiting for your team to pick and then they trade out and you're just like, well,
Yeah.
there that goes.
Come on.
Ron, do you guys need offensive linemen?
Yeah, we could take a guard. I'd be happy with a guard. I really wanted to get Gray Zabel for that, his versatility. It was a pipe dream, but yeah, we could use one for sure. Donovan Jackson was kind of high up there too, I know.
You have to take Josh Simmons. He's a good lineman too. I know he had some health issues that came out, but it sounds like he's got cleared and he's good to go. Oh, he's more of just like a pure tackle.
Oh, we need a guard. We don't need a tackle. Well, we could take a tackle like succession plan to Decker to the left tackle.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they would swap Panay over to left when Decker leaves or not.
He's always played on the right side, hasn't he? Sewell?
Panay? No,
Yeah.
he was left. He played left in college. They swapped him when they drafted him. And then he played left for like his first 4 to 6 weeks of his rookie year and then swapped over to right afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could work Twitter like you guys. I'd know already.
I don't think the pick's in yet. I think they might be trying to trade out or debating.
Probably. I should just.
Dan Campbell's probably trying to wrestle someone to get his guy.
Arm wrestle, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
So I follow this Rams thing on Twitter, and they're going crazy right now. It's like,
sure.
Arch Manning, welcome to the Rams in 2026. Arch Manning, we're so excited.
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't even know if he's right. I don't even know if he's gonna be coming out. So let's just chill.
So,
but
who's first did the Rams get? Sorry, I know they traded. It was Falcons. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be high enough.
No.
Should be mid.
But I mean, they could move two to move, so
they would need to move their own, the Falcons, and then they're probably their 27 one to move up.
Yeah, so nah.
Okay, Lions pick is in. Let's see. Ron, if I see it, I won't spoil it for you.
Okay. Oh, come on, tell me.
Terrion Arnold says you guys will go defensive line.
I saw that.
Terrion doesn't know what he's talking about. Unless he does.
Unless
he doesn't talking about. Unless he does, then maybe I don't know.
This one's been under wraps, man. I can't find anything.
I know.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
No, still.
Tyleik Williams.
Oh, he's a good player.
I've heard the name, but now we gotta go watch that.
I thought he was closer to a second round guy, but
well, this is when Brad does his own thing, comes in.
Yeah, I can't find anything
I
on it.
saw it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is it Tyleek? You saw it, Spanky, as well?
Yeah.
The guy I saw it from, I pretty much trust 100%. But
Yeah, that's the name I saw too. I saw it from a couple people.
Yeah, I got it too.
well,
Okay. I mean, you need. I think this last season proved it, right? You needed some help on defensive line, right? So,
oh yeah, we needed it bad.
and if you think the
A
guy can
D end
play,
or a
right?
D tackle?
He's a interior guy.
Okay, I'll take it because Aleem's hurt for probably till October at least.
PFF had him 41st on their big board, so like I think that's
Oh, that's fine.
yeah, he was good.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy, that's for sure.
They have a type too. It's basically just whatever the New Orleans Saints used to like, and it's just big, thick, long armed, and that's what this dude just looks like.
Right, like I mean, you think about Dan Campbell and what he likes. He likes these big physical dudes, like that. That kind of that tracks.
Yep, yes, it does. Oh my lord,
that's a good pick.
Yeah, I like it. Of course, I'm watching the highlights, so he looks like a monster. But
wow, you don't want to watch the lowlights. All right, so Washington's on the board here at 29. Let's see what they do. Are we getting some Travion, or are we gonna get something boring? Honestly, they could probably use some offensive line help too. Their offensive line was below average.
Oh, this is funny. The Falcons picked 2 edge rushers under 245 pounds and sent away next year's first when they have no idea if Michael Penix is any good.
I mean, here's the thing. You already spent the first round pick on a quarterback. If he busts, you're out of a job anyway. So might as well go for it, right? That's the next guy's problem if it doesn't work out. All right, so Commanders. I feel like we're slowing down. I feel like we were going fast. Now we're slowing down. These last 4 picks.
Yeah, well, we had some exciting picks for fantasy pop through there.
Yeah, I mean, really, we had 10. Basically, the first round of guys are kind of set up now.
Yeah.
We could wait. Still waiting on Trayvon Henderson. He'll be in there. Maybe Quinshon Judkins, depending where he goes.
People are waiting anxiously.
Poor Shedeur Sanders. Poor Jalen Miller. Have they shown him in the green room yet? Like, is he?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
Poor guy.
So
no, we haven't seen him yet. That's what I was looking at. Like, I was like, "Where's he been?" So sad.
Did they invite him and then just tell him, "Man, don't show up till Friday."
Don't show.
Jeez Louise. Tyleek is 335.
Nice.
Damn.
And I'm gonna tell you what, like,
that's a Midwestern boy right there.
Like, you can tell he's a big boy, but like the way he moves, I would not say that that's a 335-pound man.
Oh. Good. That's what you want.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Oh no, what happened to Mel Kiper?
Oh, he melted.
What happened? What was it, the dart pick or what was it?
I don't know what do you like.
He's had Shador as his best player available.
Yeah, his best
since
available.
5.
Yeah. Well, he needs to retire. He's been done for a while.
Gosh. I like. How do you keep your job and be that far off? Like,
Not bad, yeah.
I understand there's like some guessing aspect to this, but like most of the guys that we follow are generally pretty darn close. There's some things you can't predict that go wild, but something like Shador, like people have been talking about his slip.
He's been
on the
he's been
draft.
sliding on draft boards since like March.
Right.
Like, this isn't new. Yeah. All right, the pick is in.
Yeah, it's been since pick like 4 or 5. He's been the best available. That's craziness.
Well, he should have retired after Jimmy Clausen wasn't an All-Pro.
That's true.
Good times.
Mel Kiper says the Giants made a mistake drafting Jackson Dart over Shador Sanders.
Oh, I'm sure you think that.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, I saw the Commanders pick. It's good. It's an offensive line. It's a good pick. Josh Connor.
Oh yeah, Josh Connor
tackle out of Oregon.
Okay, we're gonna get
fun for fantasy, but it's a good pick. That does help. That helps your boy B-Rob.
It does,
and it keeps, more importantly, it keeps his job, and it gives him better blocking. That's what we call a win.
Win-win, baby. Let's go. Seeing good for Jaden Daniels too.
Yeah.
The
It
guy
feels like
that
it's
was,
setting up for the Chiefs to take Trayvon Henderson.
Yeah,
the guy that was trying to trade me, Aaron Jones,
Oh,
just traded away Jared Goff and Josh Jacobs. Guess what he got in return?
Jared Goff and Jacobs?
Yeah.
I hope something good.
You're really going to love it. Michael Penix.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Why?
That's insane.
Would you do that?
I don't know.
Because, like, realistically, Penix and Goff is like moving within a tier, right? And
I don't even agree with that, but yeah.
I mean,
I don't
like,
think you
best
do
case.
either. Yeah.
But Jacobs is well
Penix
above Penix.
Right.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Right. That's.
Oh, you could have fleeced him for Aaron Jones.
Dude, that's what I thought. That's why I was working so hard to try to send something over to him.
Well, now dude, you need to shift and get that dude's 26 first is what you really need to do.
No, he knows he's tanking. He's announced it in the league.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to send him a young player as opposed to the pick. I was like, he might take a young player as well.
Okay. He still might. Like,
I know, but like, I thought Rashad he countered with my 108 for Jacobs, and like my team is just not in that spot.
I would have taken Jacobs for a 108 because we're looking at Matthew Golden right now.
I know. Let me check if it was 108 or 106. I mean, you can't do it now, but
well, that's fair.
I don't think I'm going to be able to finish out my top 12 here in the. I don't think we're going to get 12 players, sadly.
We might. There's still 3 picks.
Two out of 3 is going to be offensive.
I think realistically, Henderson's probably the only one that could go.
Yeah.
Because
any of these 3 though would be. Okay, sorry. Any of these 2 would be a nice juicy spot for running backs, and then Philadelphia.
Yeah,
they're going to probably go defense. Pencil in Milrow.
The Josh Allen succession plan. Ooh, I hear Booger.
Oh, that guy. you remember when ESPN put him on that stupid thing on the sideline that was like moving
Yeah, the
him
Booger
around?
Mobile.
Yeah, the bigger mobile.
So good, dude.
Is he? Oh, you're gonna get us copyrighted.
For what?
Booger. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know the laws. Somebody DM Jake.
There we go. I turned it down.
I also
That's crazy
just
because it's
assumed
super
that
low.
Because I just assumed that because Jake's a lawyer, he can answer
He can just
any
do
and all
anything.
law
He can help us
questions.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah. I mean, more
there's no
so than we can.
specialties in law. Yeah. Right,
the thing, he
exactly.
Here's the thing, he can Google just as well as we can. He just knows what to look
Right.
for.
Yeah.
Right. You at least know the lingo and the things you're looking for. I don't even know where to start, man.
How to not break laws is where I would
Right.
say.
Oh
Right.
crap! I always forget. It's like almost 11:30 for you, Ron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
it
staying
is.
up late.
I am. Well,
Yeah, it's only like 9:30 here. I'm fading.
Me too.
honestly,
Not to
I'm
mention-
I'm
not to
generally
mention
up
my
till about
sunburn is
midnight.
like whew. Sunburn toasted me.
Yeah, I got a little burnt on my neck today. I wasn't outside much either. I was only outside for like 2 hours. Probably get beat up tomorrow. I got to install all day tomorrow.
Whew.
Yeah.
Sunscreen. Take it from me. Especially if it's overcast.
Yep, sunscreen.
That's how they get you.
No, I never wear it. It's overrated.
Well, I mean, all right, you do you.
Yeah, oh well. Come on, who'd the Bills pick? I think corner was what the
Yeah,
general
corner and
thought
D line,
was.
I think, is what they were needing.
Okay.
I can see him taking Trey Amos.
Russ will be the starter.
Ole Miss. I saw that, Dayball. Russ will be the starter. Yes, and you won't have a job next year.
Oh boy.
The pick is in. I can't find it though.
The hunt is on. It's like you see that the pick is in, and all of a sudden you turn into Sherlock Holmes on Twitter trying
Oh,
to...
dude.
Yeah, right?
Just refresh.
Right? Come on, who's got it? Who's got the deets for me?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see. Oh, the Eagles traded up one spot from the Chiefs.
Did they?
What the hell? Yeah.
Why would you do that?
They must have. It's
gotta
got to
be
be for like
lineman.
a lineman, right? Right? Like,
Yeah, it's got to be a defensive end.
or I mean, they did lose Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, so maybe they get.
Yeah. Guard.
That's gonna be interesting. I wonder who it's for.
It's strange. Have you guys seen the Bills pick yet? I haven't.
No,
found it
I have
yet.
not. I was trying to find that too.
Nope, nothing yet. I keep getting Pistons highlights too because the Pistons are playing right now. Or maybe it's over at this point. I don't know.
I think it's
nice.
over.
I forgot the Pistons are actually
Did they
good.
win or lose?
I don't
I'll
know.
tell you in 1 second. The Pistons
All right, Eagles
lost.
gave up 164 to move up to the Chiefs for one spot. So they traded away like a
fourth.
fifth or sixth.
Oh, okay.
I think a fifth. Bills took corner Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky.
Oh, nice.
He do be fast.
He is indeed. He's pretty good, I hear.
I can't believe Philly and Kansas City did that trade.
I know, right? That's so weird.
Silly.
Like, were you worried Kansas City was taking this guy? They had to, like, obviously
Kansas
were.
City, yeah.
And they held him
but,
hostage for that fifth?
For a
Yeah,
fifth
right?
round
Like,
pick, right?
You know, like.
And that 5th round pick, what are you realistically going to do with it? Cut him after
Trade
2 years? Like
32 and 164 for 31.
We just lost you guys. Fuck yourselves. You guys just
Right,
hope that we
I
don't
mean-
take your guy.
Right.
Like, seriously, I would fucking kick rocks, dickheads.
It's like it's
Yeah,
like
when did
the
they go
Buffalo
Josh
dude like
Simmons?
traded to Kansas City last year and gave
Yeah.
him Xavier Worthy. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they go Josh Simmons. He's the top tackle.
Yeah, I can see that. Could be for Mike Green.
Jihad Campbell, maybe, because they lost what's his name.
Oh yeah, it could be Campbell. Although the Chiefs should have taken Campbell because they had what's this? They lost Nick Bolton, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, I thought they re-signed Bolton.
Did they re-sign Bolton?
I thought they did.
Bolton blows is the other thing. Is part of it. They did re-sign Bolton. But
I think
he
it might be
still
for
sucks.
Campbell.
Nick Bolton's
But
realistically the reason the Chiefs gave it the most points to fantasy tight ends last year. So I would have tried to
Didn't
shut that down, but that's just me.
doesn't Philly has N'Kobe Dean and who's
Dude,
the
they're
other
loaded.
linebacker? That,
I don't know.
They just paid another linebacker too. But yeah, their linebacker room was loaded. But yeah, also like, what do you
But-
draft? I guess when your team's like that,
Their team
Didn't
was
shot like
whatever
Bond
you
or whatever?
want.
Zach Bond.
Draft a
didn't he-
punter in the first round for God's sakes. Who cares?
pull a Raiders and draft a freaking kicker.
Yeah.
Take Seabass in the first round.
Kick his ass.
Did Zach Bond sign with the? Oh, he signed back with the Eagles. So
Yeah, that's who it was. Bond.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he moved on. So then no, they won't take Campbell.
I mean, they could get another rotational guy in the D line.
They could, yeah. Maybe Mike Green.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was.
think it's Mike Green or Josh Simmons.
Honestly, they could take a receiver like a Jaden Higgins. They need someone outside.
Yeah.
You know, the Bills could have used Jaden Higgins, a real ball winner down the field.
A year after they can't admit defeat on Keon Coleman yet.
They should.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different story, but yes. Oh man. All right, let's see. The pick is in. Now we hunt. Oh, Patrick
it's
Mahomes has
Jihad.
little smiley faces.
I saw that.
Oh God, it's Travion. That's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's Jihad
Eagles said
Campbell.
Jihad. Yeah,
They like their SEC defensive players,
they do.
All right.
Hard to blame
Campbell
you.
it is. Nice.
dude. So if the Chiefs go Travion here, he's probably 102. Yeah, like over Hampton.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gotta be right.
Yeah.
I won't make the same mistake of taking the Chiefs running back over the clear one with like CEH over Jonathan Taylor again.
Right. Oh, my
Oh
Lord.
geez, yeah.
That was mistakes were made.
Yeah. God bless it.
I saw a rumor that they might move back again, but I don't know.
The
Yeah.
Chiefs.
The Chiefs might move back in. Yeah.
Maybe they'll get a fourth this time.
They'll go back one more spot. They
One
clear.
more spot to just keep up in the.
Right.
No, it's a third.
Pretty soon they own the whole. They own the whole fifth round.
Come on.
Honestly,
Alrighty.
dude, if it's
Oh, yeah,
Trayvon
wow.
Henderson, that's
I totally forgot about
Terrifying.
Will Johnson.
Yeah, Will Johnson. I think
Yeah.
injury issues, right?
I think
Yeah.
So he he never ran the 42, and there was already some questions about his speed, and I guess there's
Yep.
some issues with his knee that apparently he's got some real concern. So But dude, okay, so think about this: if Rashee Rice comes back, they got Xavier Worthy, Trayvon Henderson. That's some speed on the field.
Yeah, that's good.
That's terrifying. And dude, Trayvon Henderson is so good. Like there was, I think it was the first half against Texas. They were just trying to like run the clock out basically, and Texas was like a prevent defense. They threw a screen pass to Henderson. He took that like 70 yards to the house. That's the kind of crap that imagine him in an Andy Reid offense. That's just like not even fair.
Yeah,
right.
That's going to be exciting. I think
that's so funny. I see some comps for Jihad Campbell.
Fantasy.
I know it was Zach Bond.
Yeah, Zach Bond. Yeah.
Man, dude, think about the AFC West running backs. Ashton Jeanty, Henderson, and Hampton, and then Audric Estime? Question mark.
Yeah, right. I think they'll go maybe later on. Third, second or third. I'm blown away that the Falcons gave up a first.
Same.
Yeah. So
I saw there was a quote too. Someone asked about someone asked Sean McVay about like, oh, like for years you guys didn't have a first round pick, and now you have two, and McVay was like, yeah, for now.
Yep.
You coy son of a gun. I'd sit on them picks.
I would too. And I also think they may try to go out and get what's his name from Miami.
Tyreek
Jalen
Ramsey.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
Bring him back.
That makes more sense.
They can't be all that expensive.
No. There's no way. It
might cost you more monetarily than it will draft capital wise.
Yeah. I can't imagine that would be too pricey to move.
Yeah, the guy that drove a Brinks truck up to the facility at one point in his career.
The best.
You gotta love it, dude.
What a wild man.
Poor Shedeur Sanders couldn't have happened to a less likable guy.
Oh man.
Cam Ward was just taken in one of the rookie drafts that was kicked off early. It was Jeanty, Hampton, Ward. I would have waited for Henderson to not go to take that.
Yeah.
And I probably would have taken Tat and would have taken some others before that. But everybody knows my disdain for quarterbacks this year.
In two tight end leagues, would that change your guys' Jeanty? Or is it still Jeanty?
No, I think I'd go Jeanty 1 and then 2 and 3 are the tight ends.
Yeah, it's still Jeanty, but yeah, then 2 and 3.
Start 2 tight ends though? Close enough on the Bears?
Look, dude, like I get it.
The Bears.
I get it. I really do.
Mike Ditka, Ron.
I don't know. That actually is
Ashton Jeanty, man.
86 Bears.
I think I was if I was in that spot, I might
the midway.
I would maybe shop and see if somebody would come up and pay for one to either take, Loveland or Jeanty.
Yeah.
And then I would take the other two, whatever, just to get, you know what I mean?
Unrelated, Ron. If I have a 101 and you have the 102, what do you want to move on?
You've already tried to pull this one on me.
Oh, okay.
Which league is this in?
It's late over there for you. I thought maybe I could get it past you. It's one of our listener leagues. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I did with You are you're 101.
I know. That's why I was asking.
That's really really proven people should be listening. We're the 101 and 102 in the listener league.
Hey, I tanked them. It was a startup, and I went with a
Did you? I don't know.
That was intentional.
Listeners here, it's a 2 tight end league, right? And my tight ends are Jatavion Sanders and Cole Kmet. Let's go. And I won. I'm screwed now.
Well, good news for you. The 101's on the block.
Listen to the tight ends he won the league with. Listen to the tight ends he won the league with
Yeah, it's fair.
in a 2 tight end league. So like, I'm still taking Genty.
Oh, I have Hunter Henry.
Ooh, Hog Daddy.
So not necessarily better.
What?
Whoa!
I thought you liked the Hog Daddy.
I like the Hog Daddy just fine.
Man.
All right, the pick is in. Here we go. Last. What Wes says to might as well tank. Excuse me, sir. I just won the league.
Yeah, so now you tear it down and start over.
That's exactly
That's
what you
the
do.
fun
Once you
part
win,
happens.
you have to tear it down.
I can't
That's
do
the
that.
rules.
Yeah, I could see
Gosh,
the
we should-
Chiefs taking Josh Simmons here too.
Yep.
We should make a league like that. Oh my lord.
Like what?
Once you win the league, you have to strip it down to nothing.
How would you possibly enforce that though?
I don't know, man. But
Everyone else
cool.
gets to pick one player from your roster.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do it, but couldn't you dispersal it, but use like the previous year's what the rookie draft slots would be?
Yeah, I mean, you could do a lot of things.
I'm just
What's the-
spitballing. Very early ideas here.
I mean, I'm all for fun ideas.
I'm not gonna actually create this or want to be in this league, but I'm just.
I feel like you're begging for whoever wins to orphan. Is what it feels like.
Probably, yeah, because you have to go into a rebuild.
Yeah.
You guys seen the Chiefs pick yet?
No, is it Josh Simmons though?
Josh
Have you
Simmons.
seen it, Holler?
It's
It is.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay.
Josh.
As a Raiders
Simmons.
fan, that actually makes me a lot happier they didn't take Trayvon Henderson though.
Yeah. So real quick to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Fantasy wise, we got Genty at 1-6. We got Tet at 1-8, Loveland at 1-10. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Travis Hunter at 1-2. Cam Ward went first at 1-1. Tyler Warren went 14th to the Colts. Golden went 23rd to the Packers. Dart went 27th to the Giants. And Emeka Ibuka went to the
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers, thank you very much, at 19.
That was the realistically, the one that sucked the most was Ibuka going to the Bucs.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Tyler Warren, I know wasn't the most fun, but I think it was still they needed it, and he's gonna go on the field. He's immediately their best tight end. Which you can't say about Ibuka, right? I think that kind of reminds me of the Pearsall pick from last year, where it's that's great. That's a great spot, but he's behind two good wide receivers. Realistically, that's behind two better wide receivers. In Tampa Bay with Evans and Godwin, but
So right now I have Genty at 1, Hampton at 2, Ted at 3, Loveland at 4, Travis Hunter at 5, Tyler Warren at 6, Cam Ward at 7, Matthew Golden at 8, Jackson Dart at 9, and then I have a little gap here, and Ibuka at 12.
I am very similar. I just have Warren and Hunter flipped.
Okay. Yeah.
Which
I have
either way, but
right now I have two all the way to 6 in a tier. So I can't argue anybody if they jumbled those up.
Right.
Yeah.
I do too.
Still looking that way.
So
2 to 6. And then Henderson, realistically, if he goes in the next few picks, will be in there too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this is our first live draft coverage.
Almost 4 hours, baby.
The big extravaganza. Yeah.
Who's your favorite pick of the night here?
Favorite
for fantasy
pick
terms?
for fantasy. For me, It would have to be Genty, I think. I know it's and not so
Yeah,
to
well,
be
I
a
mean,
non-homer, I'm gonna go Matthew Golden because that one was fun.
Yeah, really good. Mine was sneakily Tet. I think it's really
Tet's
good for him. It's good for Bryce Young. So
Mhm.
I really like that spot. And then Eric that was a good one. Hampton. I do think he's
Hampton.
gonna it's gonna be tough
Yeah.
in terms of fantasy. Because I still think they're gonna get the ball to Najee. But
Yeah.
that was a good spot. I like what they're doing there. They have good coaching.
Definitely.
They love the run. They love the run the game. They love the run game. So those are probably the three that I like to highlight. I mean, I liked both tight end spots. I worry a little bit with Warren with the Colts because they don't have a good quarterback. But I think every spot was nice except Ibuka.
Yeah. Ibuka was the buzzkill.
So all right. Thanks for hanging with us all. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. That was a good one. Peace out.
We'll see you.